That's a tough gig.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, we got 17 more white paints to name today.
Sherwin-Williams
Good luck.
uses like I remember when I painted my house, it was Portobello.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes they name it after the person that designed it, like the great paint designer Larry Eggshell.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have to wonder if in the world of political correctness, because, I mean, we've changed the names of a lot of things, often out of ignorance. I didn't know the word Eskimo was considered to be unpleasant or pejorative by some, although language experts argue that it's not. But I'm not going to go down that road right now.
Language experts. It's not about language. It's about the people that are being referred to
Willie,
as that
you
term.
know that his biggest beef in life is how people pronounce their own names.
Yeah.
Well, you're pronouncing that wrong. It's my name! That's okay, though. We're 4 minutes in and I'm screaming.
But you can see my point. I mean, if
I can't.
I mean, if back in the day, I'm sure there was we've decided to paint the bicycles Hitler black.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it happened.
God, no.
Sure it happened.
I'm certain.
Sure it did.
I am 100% certain.
No, of course. I mean, Crayolas had to deal with these things before.
We have a big announcement. Josh and I, we're going to move in together. We're going to get our house redone in Third Reich. I don't know. It's going to be a beautiful gold and red and black.
It's going to be quite a furor over there. There is
A lot of banners on the wall.
There is a place that has this I don't know what the word would be, difficult to put together tile floor.
Nailed it.
That unfortunately looks a lot like 3,000 swastikas.
What are you talking
kind
about?
of a mosaic type?
Yeah, but it was done, and they're actually backwards because that symbol had a different meaning prior to the 30s in Berlin. I'm just saying, times change, things changed. Right. I'm just wondering if in the history of paint colors, if they've had to change a couple of them.
Absolutely.
I'll bet I mean, I can tell you that a great example would be the crayon. There was a crayon called Flesh Tone.
Yeah.
Well, it was only the flesh tone of a certain group of people.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The guy who owned the crayon company.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, these are the struggle is real. I'm just wondering if again, I started out trying to say thank you to the people that name white paint.
The struggle is real anymore. Okay, let's not have you do that.
So the point, Christy, yes, I'm just doing some painting at the house and. There are a lot of shades of white.
A lot of white. Okay.
Did I ever tell you the first tiling story I have? I tried to tile a floor. Not because I wanted to, but because I was told to. Anyway.
How did you get the couch off of it to lay the tile?
Funny stuff. Funny guy over there. Funny guy.
I went to Chick's house once. There were 2 couches in the garage.
Well, what would you do if you keep buying them and you don't know where to put them?
This is all true.
Anyway,
I got a lot of couches.
You got a lot of couches?
I got a lot of couches, and I got a lot of his old tables. You come in, pal. I am lousy with couches and tables.
I want one of his old tables. Anyway.
I got a great table you can have.
His old table sounds like a Bill Withers song.
Yeah.
This old table.
Grandma's hands on this old table.
You know the little bitty tiles that they're the mosaic. Like
yes.
That's a good word because that's the word. I thought you took them off the sheet.
Oh.
Placed them instead of lying down in the sheet where there's like 100 to sheet and you just put the sheet down.
Oh, you did them one at a time?
Yeah, I did them one at a time. For like, I don't know, a day.
Oh, honey.
I tell you what, though, you got some time to yourself.
I sure did. I was thinking of getting into the world record game. That's what I was thinking of doing.
I admire you for not taking the nearby knife and slitting her throat. Would have cut down on the talking.
That's true.
Cut down on the jibber jabber.
Because that's where the sound's coming from. Hey, it's not about me.
Why'd you stay?
So this all started with the fact that I've got a lot of fans.
Yes. Going at all
There's one in the
times.
hallway. I already moved that one in here.
Whatever helps, you know.
For those of you who check in early on the VIP, you can see Tom moving fans in about 5 minutes before the show started.
Like a madman.
Today he's like a crazy mover who's trying to help. I'll get this fan.
5 of he's running
like
around.
a sports fan. If the fan's in here, it's bad
I have
luck.
a favorite fan. Is the fan off?
It's off.
Oh, sorry. Don't turn it on the black one. That's the high setting.
You have the favorite fan?
Yeah.
You just like the sound. You like the way it circulates the air.
It's about the size of a spare tire, and it's on the floor with this big thing, and you turn that thing on.
It vibrates the whole house.
It would blow over an anvil at 10 feet.
These fans, I'll be honest, some days I like them, some days I don't. I guess I just kind of oscillate on the issue. But
You know, there's a company called Big Ass Fans in Kentucky.
I did, yeah.
And I was actually in the...
Did you know I did an oscillating fan joke 3 seconds ago?
You paid no attention to it?
Did you know that he brought up crayons 10 minutes
He
before you
couldn't
did?
wait to say, there's a big ass. He was zoned in on it, man.
Didn't hear anything you
the
said.
name of the fan company.
Yeah, which is great. That's exactly what they are. Big-ass fans.
You guys know that he gave Mark, our guy in the back, he gave him a fan lesson the other morning.
Oh, did he?
He said, if you take this, he looks at Mark, he goes, now turn that fan on. Hey, if you pull that little rod up in the back, it'll move the fan from left to right. And God love Mark, he goes, no kidding.
You mean he actually already knew that?
Yeah, of course, everybody knows that.
my God.
That's because I gave him a fan
know
for
that.
I gave him a fan for his studio because I don't think there's a lot of air circulation back
I
there.
want to be there when you first found out that it did that because that was.
I broke it.
I broke it. Oh no! Look, it's moving.
I love the old-fashioned fans like you see in the detective movies where they go up to Bogart's detective office in San Francisco and windows are open. He's sitting there smoking and they go.
And they've got
There's
like
always a hat rack.
Yeah, they've got like the streamers on them.
Yes. Like you don't know which way the air's blowing.
Yeah, what are those for?
Yeah.
Make sure it's on, I
The
guess.
air's moving. Yeah.
Is that what it's for? To make sure it's on? You can't
Did you? I had to share a room with my sister when we were little, and she had to sleep with one of those box fans, those little box fans that were all metal, and they would all night long.
Did you ever have the roommate, the fresh air roommate?
No.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those.
You had to sleep with the window open?
Winter, summer.
Yeah.
Manhattan Island can get pretty chilly in January, but he always had that window open. I mean, you'd wake up and there'd be snow on the floor.
Oh, my gosh.
Snow on the floor.
No, I'm totally serious. No, that was. But no, I'm a fresh air fan, of course. And these days, you got to keep the air moving. So
I
pop
put my
that
window
fan
open
on.
last night, yes.
Very, very, very good. So, if anyone knows anything about the history of naming paint, I'd like to know. But there are a lot of names you have to change in this world. We talk about it all the time. We had the Eskimo pie is now what, Josh?
Edie's pie.
Mm-hmm. And I think, can you imagine if
Here we go.
Can I just say,
your
isn't it about
girlfriend's name
time?
is Edie?
We've said the E word more than we've ever said
can
it
we
in the history of the
start
show.
referring to it as Edie's pie at this point? You keep saying we have to change how we're calling it.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we can't say Eskimo pie anymore. Chick, you know that Eskimo is offensive? You can't say Eskimo.
Apparently the
Eskimo,
word
you
Eskimo pisses off the Eskimo.
Evidently, the
Exactly.
Eskimo said about
we
this.
said 100
we
times
received
this
a
Big
letter
damn
from.
times.
All right.
We received a nice letter from a woman who identifies as an Eskimo proudly.
Yeah, it's my experience, something like this, that Tom is like 6 to 8 months, that's the half-life of him mentioning this until he goes, okay, we can't say Eskimo.
No, it's not that we can't. It's,
No, because
it's,
you're gonna
it's
get
a
another-
news story. You're enlightening people about the
But
word.
it was
Right.
a week ago.
Oh, so you think they stopped selling Eskimo pies over the last
No,
7
but
days?
once it changes, Willie's right. You can't go, well, you know what we used to call those people. You can't do that. Okay.
Spit your coffee out.
Can you
Spit your
imagine?
coffee out. You're laughing.
Tom is about to do a spit take.
Spit it out.
I got it.
You can't say those people anymore.
Well, that was Chick's
Chick
point.
was the point. Gosh.
That's my point.
Chick, you're the jackass to him.
Yeah, that's
you're
right.
the guy that
Oh,
doesn't
you hear
get
Chick
it.
talking about those Eskimos.
You know,
those
you people and your people
yeah,
stories.
right. Yeah.
Ace, you have to say something or else we're getting canceled. It could just be hello. Just say anything.
My dirty.
I love Eskimo pie.
I forgot Ace was an independent.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
That was great, Ace.
Last year I made homemade ice cream sandwiches.
How
Of
about
course
that?
you did.
How about
Oh, I have
that?
ice cream
not-
sandwiches in my freezer.
It's not a big deal.
Worried about the ice cream sandwich margins, are you? You have to. No.
You know those people.
You know, they're good just like they are.
Those ice cream sandwich people.
If you just buy the ice cream sandwiches, it's what, a third of the cost of making it
Yeah.
yourself?
They're pretty delicious.
Oh, it's like making pizzas on the weekend with the girls. I'll go and buy $40 worth of ingredients. Come up with a pizza the size of a frisbee. Going, I could have bought 10 of these.
Yeah, and $35
No,
of
it's about
ingredients
teaching.
on the floor.
It's about teaching your kids that we live in a world where people actually can do things. Not everything just comes out of a plastic, box or whatever.
Yeah, it's fun to
Right.
make stuff.
And even though the pizzas that I make at home aren't as good as the ones I can buy from virtually any pizzeria,
Honestly, are you getting better? Are the pizzas getting better that you're making?
they're okay. I mean, it's just to me, it's like coffee. I don't like making coffee. I like having it.
Because why? What did we learn, Willie?
Because the coffee's out there.
It's out there.
Yes.
It's not in our home. It's out there.
The coffee's out there.
Yeah.
You gotta
Support the people who make the coffee.
I guess.
I don't want to take that.
Starbucks is falling on hard times.
Oh, gosh, Chick, they can barely stay open now.
Hey, sports
Well,
coming up.
I also like to go to the mom and pop coffee places. I have my own secret coffee place I go to.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Speakeasy coffee. We got it.
It's going to be secret much longer.
It's underground.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have to move forward.
Major League Baseball last night. We had some playoffs. We got some news about the COVID and Alabama coach Nick Saban. He is positive. He is tested positive.
He's positive. He's positive, and he
has
no symptoms. He says. And Cam Newton has been cleared to come back to practice. He had the virus, and we'll talk about LeBron James and world records and all sorts of stuff.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Augie, Mark Allison with you on a Thursday, October 15th, halfway through the month of October, halfway between the start of the month and Halloween. Yes, candy on the way for everybody. Yay, unless you're not having Halloween in your area because the government says you can't. Well, who cares about all that? Resident geek Jessica Alsman is here today. Let's focus on the Bob and Tom Show, shall we? Jessica Alsman zooming her way in on a Thursday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right after this. Can't wait for my Halloween candy.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill musical and Tina, the Tina Turner musical, are among the 18 Broadway shows eligible to be nominated for Tony Awards. Those nominations will be announced in 26 categories today around noon on the Tony Awards YouTube channel. Broadway, of course, shut down March 12th because of the coronavirus pandemic, and the Tony Awards ceremony was delayed from its usual time in June. A rescheduled date for the Tonys has yet to be announced. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says the state plans to seek $20,000 in fines against the promoters of a July concert by the Chainsmokers that violated social distancing rules. Cuomo's office says promoter In the Know Experiences violated public health law at the concert in Southampton by holding a non-essential gathering and failing to require people to wear masks if they could not stay 6 feet apart. That concert drew 2,000 people, and crowds gathered as the show ended. And imagine going to your local supermarket and buying the same food that they serve to you on an airplane. Well, that's what's happening in Finland, where Finnair is trying to bring a taste of the skies to people's homes. The state-controlled carrier says the handmade meals will start showing up in stores today. The ready-made in-flight food includes meals like reindeer meatballs, Arctic char, and Japanese-style teriyaki beef. Finnair is offering its business-class meals to homes to keep its catering staff busy as air traffic stalls during the pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Not good. You can't play the drums like that just by sitting down at the drums. No, you can't.
Just having fun with the song, and here you come.
Is Bill Ritter the most underrated bassist in America, you think?
Certainly the most handsome.
Is that right?
Oh.
You know, a cousin of John Ritter. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What happened to him?
Very dead. Very dead.
Okay, sorry. Thanks for bringing that up.
Two's Company.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. It's a pretty boring sitcom. It's just two women living together. Every now and again, the landlord comes down and goes, well, everything looks okay here.
And they say, wait a minute, aren't you Barney Fife?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All around the country and coast to coast. People always say, what do you like most? I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. I always tell them I like toast.
Very nice.
Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! I get up in the morning about 6 a.m. Have a little jelly, have a little jam. Take a piece of bread, put it in the slot. Push down the lever and the wires get hot. I get toast. Yeah, toast! There's no secret to toasting perfection. There's a dial on the side, and you make your selection. Push to the dark or the light, and then if it pops too soon, press down again. Make toast. Yeah, toast! When the first caveman drove in from the dregs, didn't know what would go with the bacon and the eggs. Must have been a genius, got it in his head. Plug the toaster in the wall, buy a bag of bread, make toast. Yeah, toast! Oui, monsieur, bonjour, coquette. Oh, croissantez-vous avez? Maurice Chevalier, Eiffel Tower. Oh, oui, Marie, baguette, bonsoir. French toast! French toast! In Chicago, we're on the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah, toast! Toast.
About taxidermy, too. 621 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, that's a nostalgic throwback, yeah.
All our fellow Hoosiers out
They
there.
got taxidermy, too. Let's see where we... Oh, I know. We're over there with Christy Lee in the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rain, cooler temperatures falling throughout the day. Tonight, we'll get down to 32 degrees. Scattered frost warnings out there, and sunshine and 59 tomorrow. Right now, 63 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. I want to remind you, the TV show in the evenings, 11:30. 23 is the number. I'll give you more later. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. We never did the proper introductions last time. Ace Cosby is our engineer and the proprietor of the Ace Cosby joke of the day, of course. Thank you very much. Chick McGee is across the way at the sports desk. This is Tom speaking. Willie G is right next to me on the left. On the big screen in a beautiful blue shirt, it's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
That is your color, Pat. Looking very good today.
Same shirt as last week, laundered.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
Professionally laundered? All right.
No, I did it.
So is the back stained? And
he turns around. There is no back.
There's one of those burn marks in the shape of an iron.
I don't know what happened.
Did you ever give up when you're ironing? And I always do when I get to the back. I just go, it's good enough.
I start with the back.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
I was ironing over the weekend outside.
How about that?
I can't stand it anymore.
Got the extension cord, went outside, did a little ironing.
So you said, you know what I should do? I'm going to go outside and iron.
Yep.
Like a clampet.
Hey, Chick, do you know any good nursing homes in the area?
I know.
Maybe one that can watch somebody.
What is that called where he can
Christy,
sign something? Your section
Christy, in case you don't believe me, Christy, what is this a photograph of?
An ironing board and an iron in the middle
It's
of
funny
the
that you think we don't
driveway.
believe
We
you.
believe you. It's just insane. Who does that?
We're all aware of it, and it happened. We just didn't realize
It was a really nice day.
You've got to send
It was a really nice.
Go out and take a walk.
I don't want to sit and ironing is so boring. I thought I'll get some fresh air.
You got to get that picture up on the
What were you ironing?
Hey, Dad, why is there a maple key on your
Time
lapel?
out.
What is
Time
that?
Why are there
Bird poop?
Yeah. You don't iron your own shirts, so what were you
I was
ironing?
ironing a pair of jeans.
I was
cleaning
ironing
them up
some
a little
jeans.
Ironing a pair of
Wait a
jeans.
This bird came by and crapped on my... I just got them ironed.
What are you, the rodeo? You're ironing jeans?
bit. I just want a little crisp look. Among other things, I mean, I just took the picture.
He has his jeans altered. That was a day of my life I'll never get back.
You know the hardest part?
One of my legs, I believe, is slightly longer than the other.
Stop it.
Your
It's
third
not.
leg? There's something about the distance that has to be.
There are presenters at the CMTs that don't iron their jeans.
I never finished my introductions. That's Josh. He's over at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And Christy Lee is back. She's at the Navy Federal Credit
be
Union
here.
news desk. And boy, is she glad to be here. Because if she wasn't here, she'd have to be somewhere else. And she doesn't want to. Sorry. We'll just.
And coming up later, we'll have an episode of Stunt Grandma. We're coming up with that.
Great new show.
Great new show.
Yeah, okay.
Sadly, they don't bounce back.
You know what? Let's do this first. This is fun. This will be fun. Time now for
Today in history?
Today in Sports History.
Oh, sports.
See, this is sports history. This is the regular history. See the difference?
Sure,
This is sportsy. Once again, this is sportsy. And I'm getting
Nice
the look
sound.
again.
Oh, I get it.
Strings.
This will all hit home for my buddy Tom. In 1964, Don Scholander. Remember Don Scholander?
that?
Great swimmer.
Great swimmers. World record 4:12.2 to win the 400-meter freestyle gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, boy.
That's exactly right. American sprinter Bob Hayes equals the world record of 10 flat to beat Cuba's Enrico Figueroa.
And he, of
win
course,
the
would become a
world's fastest human, and he'd become a Dallas Cowboy.
Dallas Cowboy.
And in the men's 100-meter gold medal at that Tokyo Olympics.
Wait, I'm learning to speak Tom better. Tokyo Olympics, your next move, you're going to talk about the
Shoes.
Tokyo Adidas.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Very good, Willie.
One of the breakthrough shoes in the world of and you guys, I own like 3 pairs of shoes. You guys each have dozens.
For a long time, we were subjected to Converse, and they're a fine product, owned by Nike now. But then Adidas and Puma, and then Nike in 1972. You know,
Adidas, the big breakthrough, Tokyo, absolutely.
In 1960, and you say they're blue with white stripes. They have a Tokyo edition out now that's white with red trim and red stripes.
They're actually pronounced Adidas, by the way.
Adidas?
You know, Adidas, the guy Adidas and the guy at Puma are brothers, and they had a fight, and they don't speak.
That true?
That's true.
Oh,
really?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you try walking a mile in that guy's shoes. You won't, because they're Pumas. You refuse to wear them.
And he pronounces it Puma, which is very weird.
You know, it's named after their sister.
That is weird, yeah.
Their sister's Puma.
I can
Nothing.
smell your Puma from here, Ronaldo.
Oh,
We gotta get Tristy. Tristy?
Tristy?
Change your
On
name.
one day.
we gotta get Christy introduced to Ronaldo, and who do we have? Ronaldo, Lorenzo, and Fernando.
Oh, what I miss.
Oh,
Ronaldo tested positive for the COVID.
but it is okay.
It's kind of like a Zorro voice,
Yes.
but not really.
He is tested positive for so many things, particularly STDs.
Are we talking about Ronaldo, the soccer player?
Oh, yes.
Cristiano
At this point, we've kind of moved on from him as a soccer player. He's kind of his own person now.
Yeah, we don't care about
Just the quintessential Latin lover.
He's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Right now it's really hot, about 104 Fahrenheit.
Well, you don't know. He may not have symptoms.
He may be asymptomatic. Cram it.
1970, the Baltimore Orioles beat the Cincinnati Reds 4-1 in the 67th World Series, ushering in the Big Red Machine, and they won pretty much everything the rest of the 70s. In 1979, New York Knicks retired the second number, their only second number in their history, number 10. That of Walt Clyde Frazier, one of Tom's favorite people on
I saw
Clyde the Glide.
I saw him walking the streets of New York in full
Clyde regalia.
Yeah, I got to be careful how I
He was one of the first to really dress up, wasn't he?
I mean, for those of you not familiar with this, if you've ever seen the movie like Superfly,
Sure.
I mean, he was wearing like a fur coat.
Can I ask, did you play it cool, or did you say, my man, 50 grand?
Well, at the time,
I was not familiar with the term "my man 50 grand" at the time. I doubt if I would have had the courage to speak up. He literally got out of a Rolls Royce. God, it was a great moment.
That's so
And
cool.
on this date in 1980, George Brett was forced out of the World Series with
Hemorrhoids.
hemorrhoids. That's exactly right.
Why didn't their PR department did not
don't
handle
know.
that well? They should never have.
Right. He will be
that
known.
guy is, and it'll be in his obituary.
I thought he got known for that because he did a commercial for them. I didn't realize he actually had them.
No, but Walt Frazier did a commercial for that, the hair dye stuff? The
beard dye, yeah.
Just for Men. Yeah.
Him and, did you say Keith Hernandez?
It's a really sexist, if you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
The guy dyes his beard. The next thing you know, some woman falls in front of him with her mommy parts in his face.
They're doing the sports.
I mean, it's really subtle.
The sports commentator in the bar. He's never going to get anywhere with that broad. What? Oh, whoa! What? What's going on?
It is a real throwback.
Unless he colors his hair.
Gosh, the marketing department must have been full of cigarette smoke that day. Yeah. There's a lady, right? She doesn't like him. Then he dyes his beard. She's
a
all
lady,
over him.
right? Yeah, the lady, right?
Let's go to lunch. I'll buy. All drinks.
Okie doke. Major League Baseball last night, Max Muncy, grand slam, a record-setting 11-run first inning. Dodgers coasted 15-3 rout of the Braves.
Wait, whoa. 11 runs in the first inning?
11 run in the first inning. Yeah, record-setting.
They didn't show up? What happened?
Yeah, that's awesome.
15-3 rout of the Braves, and Atlanta leads that series best of 7, 2-1. And George Springer He's ready. Broke a tie with a 2-run homer. Jose Altuve went deep and hit an RBI double, and Zach Greinke escaped a bases-loaded jam. Astros cheated and beat the Tampa Bay Rays last night 14-3 to stay alive in the American League Championship Series. Yeah, that's all behind them now. I'm sure they're not cheating. And I'm sure the Braves aren't cheating and the Dodgers aren't cheating.
Nobody cheats in sports.
And Tampa Bay are not cheating. I'm sure we're all good. Now, Alabama head coach and legend Nick Saban has tested positive for the coronavirus, as has, is that right? Athletic director Greg Byrne. Just 3 days before Southeastern Conference biggest regular season weekend showdown, both said their test Wednesday morning came back positive. Saban said he doesn't have any symptoms. He says he immediately left work and isolated at home. He, of course, Mrs. Saban stayed in the other wing. Sorry.
Of course, she normally stays anyway.
I'm having a flashback. It's separate master bedrooms. He remains scheduled to talk to the media last night. Second-ranked Crimson Tide set to face number 3 Georgia on Saturday. May be without Saban on the sideline. So there
he could coach virtually, couldn't he?
I was just going to ask. I wonder if that's...
Yeah, I mean, would they allow that?
Can a coach tape an iPad to his face? And Saban's face could be on that.
That would be funny.
He could walk around and.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Why couldn't he do that?
Would you? You might actually have an advantage if you were the coach and you were able to look at all those great camera angles.
Oh, that's true. If you're watching at home,
I would think that they might disallow it just because.
Well, but those coaches probably are used to coaching a certain way, and that doesn't include watching TV. They watch the field.
Well,
so
who knows? Maybe. We'll find out.
I don't know. And speaking of the virus, we always do. New England Patriots activated quarterback Cam Newton. Rootin' Tootin' Cam Newton and his hat are now virus-free, and he's set to practice this afternoon. And it might lead to him starting on Sunday against Denver. New England suffered. They're only 2-1 with Newton as it starts. Well, that's not suffering. They lost. They lost at Kansas City. No NFL game tonight because the Bills just played, sort of, 2 days ago, and they were set to play tonight. So the Bills and the Chiefs has been moved to Monday night at 5 o'clock Eastern.
We're football players. We can only play once a week. Baseball can play many days a week, so can NHL.
You get hit by a freight train and see how you feel.
You're going to need a month. Hockey players get hit all the time. They play every other day. No, harder, yeah.
Yeah, harder probably. Cardinals at the Cowboys, your regular Monday nighter, and then, like I said, Chiefs and Bills, 5 o'clock Eastern, a doubleheader Monday night. 5 o'clock football on a Monday night. That'll be cool as hell.
Oh, I love that.
Right? So there are 2 games then?
Yeah, Monday night.
Just so long as it's one night a week, okay?
You know my favorite sport's NFL. You know that.
It's such an unreasonable argument I'm taking.
Oh, listen, here we go. LeBron James has built... Wait a minute. See if you are hit by the same fact I am in this story.
Okay.
LeBron James has built a massive playhouse for his 6-year-old daughter, Zuri.
Cool.
Do you think he built it or he paid someone to build it?
It's cool.
Who cares? He's helping his kid out.
Well, he didn't build it. It's like he waxed the floors or painted the house. He didn't do it. He made a phone call.
Sure. LeBron James commissioned a playhouse for his daughter. How about that?
That is, yeah.
It looks like the main house. It's kind of cool.
The NBA superstar had a miniature version of the Brentwood mansion built for his daughter as an early birthday present.
Spoiled brat.
3-car garage for her battery-powered Escalades.
Man, oh, man.
Okay, maybe not.
The tiny home includes a study, a tiny kitchen, and real working appliances.
Oh, God.
In a video James posted to social media, he accidentally tracks dirt onto Zuri's foot. He can fit in this dollhouse?
That's funny.
It's a
playhouse? He can fit in the playhouse?
Yeah, there's a video of him standing there and he gets the floor dirty and she's not very happy with Daddy.
Oh, my God.
Daddy.
Oh, I would tear it down. Oh, did I get dirt on your floor? And I would just Incredible Hulk the whole thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Let that be a lesson to
little
you.
brat. No, she wants to take care of her stuff. Good for her. She's a smart kid.
It's nicer than my house.
Yeah, it's got to be.
If you were moved in there, you're so short that you could have a second floor put on.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Once again, if they don't stop saying on the Tiny House show, every time they come in, they go, boy, this house is tiny. If you don't stop saying that, I'm going to stop watching.
I couldn't live in a tiny house.
It'd be weird if someone said something different. This place is huge.
Well, no, of course it's a tiny house. That would be interesting.
Bring in some homeless people, some guy.
This feels really large.
It opens up in here.
Thanks for the Chesterfield.
It really opens up in here. That's a comment.
Thanks for the smokes. This place is huge. Do you mind if I deuce over there in the corner?
Are you aware of what's going on over here?
He's going to
You
deuce
and
in the
Willie were
corner.
talking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He was off on the whole thing.
This was a homeless person that was brought into a tiny home, and he can't believe the opulence.
He was smoking a cigarette chick, and
He can't stop deucing in the corner.
Right.
I was afraid you missed the deuce in the corner. Good, you got the deuce in the corner?
We all got the deuce in the corner.
Okay.
Smoking Chesterfields.
Chesterfields. See, that's a brand that not a lot of people would smoke nowadays, Chick.
Chesterfield. Did
Do
your
they
dad-
still make those?
Did Grandpa smoke Chesterfield?
No,
or
God,
no, he didn't smoke. Just a pipe.
My father didn't smoke at all. I don't. What are the
Amazing
non-filter
fortitude.
cigarettes from back in the day? I think were Camel, Lucky Strikes, and Chesterfield and Pall Mall. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Lucky Strike were what my grandfather.
And I remember they used to call Pall Malls in the commercials Pall Mells, which really threw me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
Well,
figure
maybe
that
that's
out.
we pronounced it wrong all along, and the guy
I'm
was
not sure. I
right.
still to this day don't know how you're supposed to pronounce
You
that.
know,
They
my-
spelled it wrong, I'd say.
My mother with her gnarled fingers was smoking a Viceroy when she looked at me and said, "You know that girl you like's a whore."
Wait, whoa.
said
Your
that
mother
to you?
said that?
Yeah, my mother said that.
Was she right?
Turns out, yeah. Turns out she was right.
See,
What was my best friend? How do you
Sometimes
like that?
mommy's right. Got a
Turns
windbag
out she
here.
was right.
They still make them.
Viceroy?
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
Oh,
Are they still filterless? I would think. I'm not sure.
do people have? Well, yeah,
We
they
have,
still roll their own, I guess.
Dad
We have
smokes
a windbag, ladies and
Camels
gentlemen.
without filters. That's a bad.
All right.
We have a windbag.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, let's find out what this is all about.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Yes. Please let Tom know that there has never been a color known as Hitler Black. Back then, it was known as chocolate Mussolini.
All right.
I'm gonna clap for that one.
That is.
Oh boy.
Gosh. If you're up on history, that's a very offensive joke.
Yeah, it is.
Also of interest, we were talking. Willie, I think it was Willie came up with a term I was not familiar with. The term Eskimo brothers.
Well, no, that is a term if two men have carnal knowledge of the same woman, but now we decided that we're going to refer to that as being tunnel buddies.
Yeah, tunnel buddies.
But the term formerly was Eskimo brothers. I'd never heard this. Josh, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if you and one of your buddies had intimate relations with the same round-heeled barfly that you soiled in your special way one evening.
Right.
It has been pointed out that these two guys, I'll give you an audio hint.
Oh, my gosh. We know it.
Little Eric. One of the great songs of all time, George Harrison and Wah Wah.
I disagree. It's not one of the greatest songs of all
It's a great
time.
song.
Go on.
That's, of course, Clapton and Harrison. I just realized that
Patty Boyd.
They were Eskimo brothers.
Layla.
The whole Layla thing with Patty Boyd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who knew? That's certainly good to know. Coming up, we've got more interesting stuff in sports.
Why is the song Layla if it's not Patty? Her name was Patty Boyd.
Patty.
Poetic
Doesn't
license.
sing as well.
What you gonna do?
Patty.
Got me on
I
my
think he's
knees,
just a liar.
Well,
You know that girl.
Maybe you could write him a letter.
That girl I like, my mom said was a whore. That my buddy and I were Eskimo brothers. I'm just realizing.
Oh, that's right. Is that how you found out she was a whore?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Maybe you may have a lot of Eskimo brothers, judging if your mother was right.
Yeah, it sounds like half the graduating class.
The cadre.
Oh, my Lord.
World records coming up.
Apparently she has one.
And Duncan.
What was your first name? Can you get that out?
No. And Duncan.
Come on.
Duncan has a super swell treat for Halloween, and you bros out there.
Yeah.
Spicy. Oh, do you have that? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but go ahead.
Hey, good to know. Right now, I want to remind you that the times change, things get better in some cases. The chemistry, the metallurgy, if you will, of steel has gotten so much better, and the guys at Harry's are taking advantage of that with new, sharper blades. I've been talking about Harry's for years now. I had a great shave myself with my Harry's razor this morning. Harry's blades are about half the price of the other guys' blades, and Harry's has an offer that will make you go, gee, maybe I should try these after hearing Tom talk about it all these years. Join the 10 million guys who have tried Harry's because this new offer, $3 delivered to your place. It's that simple. Use the code Bob and Tom when you check out at Harry's.com. Harry's has advanced their techniques with the steel. This factory's been making blades for 100 years, and Harry's new blades are even sharper. And, of course, they have their famous 100% quality guarantee. If you don't like it, send it back. Here's what you do. Harry's has this great offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. New customers get the trial set from Harry's. $3. How much is the shipping, Josh?
It's free.
So it costs you $3 with free shipping. Use the code Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. You get the 5-blade razor, the perfectly designed, ergonomically perfect weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3 and free shipping when you use the code Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. Try it out. You're going to like it. And you don't have to go into the store. You don't have to glove up and mask up and can you please open the razors? I promise I won't steal them. No. Just have them sent right to your house, okay? That's one thing you won't have to think about anymore except when you're getting a great shave. Harry's.com. The code is Bob and Tom at checkout. Coming up, more sports.
Including a special Gardner Minshew occurrence.
Did you tell the boys?
I am right now.
Okay, and we have illegal karaoke. Or karaoke.
It's about time.
Coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, just in case you missed today's show or you want to hear it again, we have that for you. It's Bob and Tom's all-day replay hosted by Christopher starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. Max Muncy's grand slam capped a record-setting 11-run first inning for the Dodgers. They coasted to a 15-3 rout of the Atlanta Braves and cut their National League Championship Series deficit 2-1. George Springer broke a tie with a 2-run homer. Jose Altuve also went deep and hit an RBI double, and Zach Greinke escaped a bases-loaded jam for the Astros, who beat Tampa Bay 4-3 to stay alive in the ALCS at 3-1. College football news, Alabama coach Nick Saban and athletic director Greg Byrne have tested positive for the virus 3 days before the SEC biggest regular season showdown. Both said their test Wednesday morning came back positive, but Saban said he didn't have any symptoms by late afternoon. And in the NFL, the New England Patriots activated quarterback Cam Newton from the COVID list. Newton expected to practice with the team this afternoon, which likely would lead to his starting Sunday against Denver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My buddy grew up near a pig farm. You know, it was basically what you described, because she said come spring, manure was so rich you could smell the blood in it. So she had, I swear to God, she kept the lights on 24/7 too. Man, I got a busy weekend coming up.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Hang on a minute.
I'm still.
You got to give us a second there.
Yes. Blood in the stool. Wasn't that one of your bands? A Mellencamp song?
That was an acoustic project we used.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Thinking I'd find a great career. I won't get rich, but found my niche was babes and bars and beer. I skipped my morning classes, I didn't want to go. I spent my time searching for that hairy buffalo. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 5th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. A toga party with Lynchburg lemonade. We all got drunk and headed for a midnight panty raid. We broke into the Kappa house, but no one seemed to care. It seems the girls of Kappa Row don't wear underwear. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 6th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. 'Hey, Sid, come here. Tell them that great story about the football game.
We went to the football game avoiding all the cops. The other guys were drinking beer. I was chugging schnapps. Someone scored a touchdown, although I couldn't see, because I was busy puking on the guy in front of me. His overcoat was ruined, and I felt really bad. He turned around, I puked again. It was my girlfriend's dad.
Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 7th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, let's have another beer. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I'm in my 8th college year. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, this campus life is great. Chug-a-lug-a-lug, I hope I never graduate.
646 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And I mentioned earlier, the TV show, My Indie TV 23. That's where you'll find us at 11:30 this evening. The guys are doing a great job. Find out what's happening in here. You can see what's going on. You can see, oh, look, Christy looks so nice with her bangs.
Oh, thanks.
You can say Josh looks so nice with his, what do we call that again? Flannel shirt.
Thank you kindly. Thank you very much.
I can't see. Remember, I can't see because of your computer. Oh, that is nice. That's one of those zip-up things.
That's a rich burgundy.
Very nice. You could zip up $1,000 and do whatever you want with your $1,000. Pay close attention. I'm telling you, it's a coming. I see something coming. It's money. Listen to Q95 for more details. Let's see, where was I? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to do it by shirt color today. That is a beautiful blue shirt, Pat Godwin.
Cobalt blue.
It is
really
blue.
nice. Really
Very
nice.
pretty.
Did you just bump your camera, or did they do that?
I didn't touch the camera.
Okay.
Oskay does that.
He can make the camera.
It was like, that was kind of a dramatic
I loved
zoom,
it.
wasn't it?
I loved it.
Hey, Oskay, give him a close-up.
No! Don't scare people.
Let's see now. Where were we? Oh, there's Ace Cosby, our engineer, of course. He's Chick's dirty. Chick is...
Hey, we call each other that. You can't say that about us.
Can't use that word.
You can't use that word.
You have to refer to them as you people.
So I was going to say that. I chose not to.
It's not a question of if there will be a meeting. It's how long is it going to be. That's the only question.
And now, welcome to the court of people with a lot of sense of humor. Let's see. Where was I? There's Josh. Christy Lee's right there looking great with her fringe, as they call it in the UK.
Yeah,
her
I can't get a haircut until next Friday. So by that time, it'll be probably...
You look like Mo Howard.
I say
I'll look like Cousin It.
we could change the name with. Oh, never mind.
There we go.
There's Willie Griswold right there. Like, miss anybody?
We take auditions from listeners to cut Chrissy's hair on the air.
No,
Let's go. Let's do it.
No. That's okay.
Probably illegal.
I trust my.
I can do it.
I want to do it.
Gal,
There's some guy. I'll chew it off. Everywhere.
Oh, her hair on her hair on her head, huh? No thanks.
Never mind.
Yeah.
There's a video out there of a guy.
They call me Peter the pumpkin eater. Just gonna take a little of that pumpkin spice
Let me
gel.
tell you something. This guy's wound up today.
They call me Jack.
Let's get up to his level.
He must have the good coffee.
Got the good coffee back. Very excited.
There's a guy with a cleaver cutting hair. They comb the hair out onto a cutting board, and then he goes.
What?
And cuts the hair.
There's always these things.
People burn it.
Yeah, I've seen the burning. Yeah.
And they cut it off. God, that'd be if it goes
Remember
wrong.
the barber we had in an Asian country that was also an eyeball scraper? Do you remember that?
What?
No.
He would take a straight razor and he would scrape the eyeballs of his clients.
Why?
Claiming that it helped something. And professionals around the world went, oh God, no!
As a patient of some very fine, let's just say, eye surgeons and physicians, I'm going to weigh in and say, don't do that.
Not a good idea.
If you have eye problems, go to a highly qualified physician.
Yes.
I don't need to be pampered that much.
No. The cells on my eyes, I'm sure, take care of
that sounds like
themselves.
something that Gwyneth Paltrow would do. Well, after I finish steaming my mommy parts, I have my eyeballs shaved. She was one of the things that she sells was just called on the carpet over the weekend for being a scam.
Gee, there's a shock.
That she charges too much for.
She doesn't have anything to do with it. She just owns the Met. She's not,
She just cashes in and
that's right.
on the on
Check her bank account whenever
sad
she can.
white chicks that want to have her life.
And laugh.
That's okay.
She laughs and she's got
laugh. Hey, do you have
Shaving the eyeballs.
Do you have the Elon Musk story this morning? It's kind of a bro-related story. Are
The
you
one
ready?
about lowering the price of Tesla?
Yeah. Did you see this?
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I saw the headline.
On Wednesday, Elon tweeted out that he was cutting the price of the Tesla Model S for one reason and one reason only.
What would that be?
Here's the price. $69,000.
I knew it.
$420. Yeah, that's exactly right.
69,420. Really?
Hero we need, people.
Yes, sir. Elon Musk should be president of the United States.
This is CFO is now Gronk.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best example. As if Gronk were running the company.
And Elon says he loves a dumb meme joke, and he said, "Let him come. I can't wait." And he tweeted it. The gauntlet has been thrown down. The prophecy fulfilled.
Oh, Jesus.
Model S price changes $69,420 tonight.
So I'd like to thank our investors for coming out today. Now, by lowering our price, we consider this a sick-ass move.
That's exactly right.
What was the price?
That was what I was going to ask.
I got it. Here's the. Hang on a second. I just saw the headline. I didn't read the story. Tesla's back-to-back price cuts bring sticker on U.S. Model S below 70,000. Wow. Yeah. A chick has the same part. The gauntlet has been thrown.
And another electric car company, Lucid, L-U-C-I-D, finally revealed the price of its least expensive vehicle. It started at $77,400, but they lowered it to $69,900.
All right.
Again, if Gronk were running the world, I was talking to a guy the other day that he has one, his wife has one, a Tesla that is, and this guy's already ordered that crazy-looking Cybertruck. Have you seen a picture of this thing?
No.
The Tesla?
The Tesla Cybertruck.
It doesn't look that. It's not.
It's very radical.
Aesthetically, I don't think it's appealing. Yeah, it looks. Maybe I'm not up to it.
It's really unusual looking. Yeah, I'll find a picture of it for you. But
Model S can go all the way up to $139,900 though, with different options.
And apparently they accelerate much like
it's instant,
like a drag racer.
Do you think a member of the band Tesla owns a Tesla?
That's a great question.
I bet a member of the band Tesla can't afford it.
I was going to say, I don't know.
I would hope
that.
they saved some money.
Oh, I think
Do you think they put the money back?
Oh, I bet they're doing just fine. Yeah,
real estate.
Five-man electrical band.
Okay, here's what I'd like to see. Do you know the classic? And you still have them actually. The classic car guy doing his own commercials. And
It was
almost a trope
Right.
At one point, and Carson had the fake one he would do all the time. I forget the guy's name. He would mock some local
Was
Los
it
Angeles.
Karnak?
Yeah.
Karnak.
But wouldn't it be crazy with Elon Musk? Hi, I'm crazy Elon Musk. I'm cutting the prices. And remember the commercials where some guy set himself on fire and all those. These guys would become celebrities. You'd be at a restaurant and kids would go over. Can I have your autograph? Just because they've been on television so much.
Apparently, the Tesla S started the year at $80,000. So.
All right, hey, whatever. That's fine if the consumer gets 11 grand off.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Could Elon do a car called the Tesla Model T? Or is that trademarked?
Probably. I would hope trademark.
I would hope Ford has that.
That'd be pretty fun.
I bet he could. I bet
What's
he
the
could.
rule? After
It's
100
just a letter.
years?
Yeah,
After 100 years, isn't that public domain or whatever?
Well, you can renew it.
I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. Yesterday, we had an interesting story about Sherlock Holmes, and I asked the question: has that character been in more movies than any other character?
Yeah, it's either that or Dracula.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting question. Does the Sherlock Holmes estate still have any rights to the Sherlock Holmes name? Or has that been around so long? Because wasn't it 1890?
Domain by this
Conan Doyle?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, well, enough questions. We have answers for you coming up.
More sports coming up, including donuts. Donuts, pizza, penguins, all coming up.
Ooh.
I'd eat all three. You wouldn't eat a penguin?
Would you? Only if it was a penguin pizza, as long as there were no pineapple on it. Only one P per pizza.
Remember what Bugs Bunny taught me? Penguins are practically chickens.
Okay. Well, when we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Ken Tarmac, known for flying around in airplanes and calling as soon as he lands, "We just landed." Well, if you're looking for something fun to do, how about getting out and seeing some comedians out there on the road? That's right. Donnie Baker this weekend at Liberty Township, Ohio at the Liberty Funny Bone, and Pat Godwin this weekend at Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois. Get out there and check out all of the live comedy you can see. Those comedians need you to come see them. They're funny. Why not go check them out if you can? Liberty Township, Ohio, Donnie Baker this Friday and Saturday. And again, Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois. Pat Godwin is coming your way this weekend. Donnie Baker and Pat Godwin on the road. Catch them live if you can.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump and challenger Joe Biden will compete for a TV audience in dueling town hall meetings instead of meeting face-to-face for their second debate as originally planned. The two will take questions in different cities on different networks tonight. Trump on NBC from Miami, Biden on ABC from Philadelphia. The Senate Judiciary Committee poised to take the first steps toward approving Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. After 2 days of questioning, the committee is scheduled to start considering the nomination this morning. The meeting is a procedural formality and will be conducted ahead of a panel of law experts and advocates who will testify for and against Barrett's nomination. A vote by the committee isn't expected until next week. And flu vaccines protect against seasonal influenza, not the coronavirus, but avoiding the flu, especially important this year. Health officials encouraging you to get the flu shot or nasal spray by the end of this month so doctors and hospitals don't face the extra strain of having to treat the flu in midst of the coronavirus pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24.
Man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. Like she was trying to say, hey, Matt, here's two things you're not getting into tonight.
I'm just sitting down at the tattoo parlor with my daughter. And
no, stop right there. That's pretty scary.
I'm having my tattoos redone. She's 14, and she's going to be a freshman in high school.
She's very witty. She's a sparkling, wonderful girl. She's been on this show, and she better not get a tattoo, you idiot.
No, but everybody at the tattoo parlor thought she was 18, 19.
Yeah, going to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you that was your daughter daddy day?
Daddy-daughter day. We went to the one on the dot at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy is back now so she can do the weather.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Rain moving in this morning. Temperatures falling throughout the day. We have a freeze warning in effect for tonight, down to 32. Sunshine and 59 on Friday. 61 currently.
Christy, lead number between 1 and 12.
3.
If you're having trouble seeing objects near or far, like I was, make an appointment with my friend Dr. Lanter at Lanter Eye Care today. How was that?
All right, great.
Notice I read that without glasses on?
I did notice.
Do you know why? Because I have glasses, kind of. They're lenses inside my eyes put there by Dr. Lanter.
They're
Ace has the same thing. They are multifocal.
Yes.
6 feet to infinity. I'm 20/20, baby. Now, Chick McGee had Dr. Lanter do the LASIK surgery.
Distance, baby. 20/20 now.
And being the professional that he is, Dr. Lanter, while he had Chick in the seat, didn't just mock him, and I know he was kind. And you can have Dr. Lanter do a professional job with your eyes. I recommend it highly, and you can find him on Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. That, of course, is Lanter Eye Care. He's the best. He is my friend, Dr. Lanter. I recommend him A+. Doesn't that feel good? It's like a shower of music.
Oh,
it is.
But it's nice music. It's not like a bidet shower of music. It's like a
right up the old patoot.
No, this is more of a shower.
If you used a bidet one time, you'd be sold.
I can't believe you haven't used a bidet in your life.
I've seen them.
It's like a shower in the middle of the day. It's lovely.
You of all people.
I can take a shower in the middle of the day.
Does it feel as good as when you put your ass next to the jet in the hot tub?
No. No,
you know what? It feels just as good as when you take your pants off at a bowling alley and shove your butt up against the hair dryer.
Oh, okay. That does feel good.
That's what I like to do.
Somebody's had to have done that.
Of course they have.
Gotta dry it off, Susie. Let's see, where were we?
Woo, Kappa 5, woo!
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's in there rehearsing something to himself, getting ready for God knows what. Hey, Pat, how are you?
I'm good.
That is a great blue shirt. Coming up, the special shaving of Pat, the pencil-thin mustache.
Yeah, when is that?
Brought my razor.
You're going to do it yourself?
Are we doing it today?
You asked me yesterday to do it today.
I did? Okay, good.
At lunch. Man,
this is big news.
Can maybe Josh and I go to lunch with you and Pat, and we'll just take notes? We won't say anything.
That's fun.
I can't. You don't have to get me anything for Christmas if you let me do that.
Lunch is fun. Lunch is fun with my dad. It's about for first 15 minutes, you just kind of let him go, let him burn out. He gets what he has to get off his chest, and then you have a nice conversation.
It's more of an address than a lunch, actually.
Right. Yeah. We are gathered here.
You're not going to be able to eat out today, so what are you going to do? The weather's not going to be good.
I have places that have roofs.
You don't go inside.
What about out of doors?
Well,
it's supposed to.
It's going to be chilly, though. It's going to be really cold.
It was a little cold yesterday.
Okay.
We could get lunch since you canceled on me last night for dinner.
Oh. Long story. Had to pick up a car. It's a long story. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, there's Ace. There's a chick. I'm Tom. That would be Josh.
I had to pick up a car. I'm covered in wealth. And,
No. I had to pick up a car that was being repaired. You see, that involved going across. It's a long story. Josh, of course, in his new place. Josh is sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
You better believe it.
And then Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. If the phone rings, it will, of course, be the Napa Auto Parts. The Napa Auto Parts Shoe-In of the Week is coming up tomorrow. Forgive me.
Right.
And the Straight Talk hotline will be ringing. Thank you very much. Now, real quick, to go back to what we were talking about, I was wondering if the movie Sherlock Holmes, I was just asking, is Sherlock the most portrayed figure in movies ever?
Right.
And Chick, you said you found a list?
Yes, it's Santa Claus is number one, I guess. If you want to count Santa Claus.
Okay.
It's got to be like Santa Claus, Sherlock Holmes, James Bond.
Nope, Santa Claus, Sherlock Holmes, God.
God?
Big time character. And
just mostly voiceover.
Dracula.
No, God was in Boogie Nights. You don't remember that one scene?
No, I don't.
Sherlock Holmes, Santa Claus, Sherlock Holmes, God, and Dracula was number 4.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. So I Googled this. Is Sherlock Holmes in public domain? It's really a complicated legal issue. You can spend your day reading about it, but the answer is yes and no.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a bunch of stuff going on with the law, but kind of, sort of it is. But if you want to write a Sherlock Holmes book, you better read that first and call a lawyer. We're getting back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
Dunkin' has added a spicy donut to its menu, possibly for you tailgaters out there. The new spicy ghost pepper donut.
What?
Is described as a deliciously daring treat.
Oh, my. Yeah, I don't care for that.
It's baked with a... Yes, Tom, you have your hand up. Yes.
What's the first thing you do if you are eating some food and it's extra super spicy?
Glass of milk.
A glass of milk or a glass of water?
Water, yeah.
What would be the worst thing you could do?
Throw back a beer?
Grab an ultra hot coffee.
Yeah.
You take your first bite. You have to get something in there and you drink your...
You know what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to eat bread.
No kidding.
Yes.
And milk's in there too, I think.
Yeah,
right,
milk or bread.
They say water, do not.
Yeah, water.
Water spreads.
But I mean,
spreads it.
it's just such a natural.
No, of course.
I know,
that's what you're going to do.
But then milk has like fats in it, and that kind of helps.
Yeah, and the bread neutralizes it too, or whatever.
Is it ghost pepper, the super hot one?
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
Is there a lot of demand for this?
Oh,
Well, Ace, it may not be to you.
Ace
Well,
is
sometimes I think you
ultra
fake
hot
it.
guy.
One time you ate something that was real hot, and we could all tell that it was real hot, and you said it wasn't.
Right.
Your face really should have.
Ace eats lava soap.
I'll have to try it.
It's
Lava hot, that's hot.
What about with like the donut burgers at the state fair? Would the
Yeah, you
ghost
get the
pepper
sweet and
donut
spicy.
burger be the way to
that
kind
would
of do
be
this?
good.
Oh.
It's baked with classic yeast dough, topped with strawberry icing, mixed with a blend of cayenne and ghost peppers.
Ugh.
The donut is available now, and it will remain available through December.
Well, Dunkin' does
Strawberries
have
go with peppers. I'm sorry.
good point. Dunkin' does have great coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you have the spicy, ultra spicy donut in the coffee, you're going to need asbestos toilet paper probably if the coffee does its job properly.
Okay.
They still making that?
Let's move down the road. New Jersey pizza delivery driver has attempted the Guinness World Record for folding the most pizza boxes in 1 minute. Randy DiGregorio, who drives for Mezzaluna Pizza, recently took on the previous record of 14 boxes and set the new record with 18 folded in 60 seconds. Evidence of the record attempt, witnessed by local police officers, has been submitted to Guinness for verification. DiGregorio said, when it's slow, there's no deliveries. So you kind of compete with other drivers, say you can fold them.
this guy.
Fold them the fastest.
Yeah.
Over time, I started to realize, hey, I'm pretty good at this.
What size pizza boxes are they?
Oh. Tom, you're closer. You want to whack her in the head?
I would never do such a thing. Christy, I didn't hear you. Could you get closer to the
What
microphone?
size boxes are they?
Oh, my.
Wow. Sorry.
To speed this along, I'm going to say large. How's that?
I do like this, though. I like that it's an actual guy that works at a pizza shop and not just some guy that bought a bunch of
not David
cardboard.
Rush.
Not David Rush.
Well, he's not setting a record for the sake of setting a record. This is this guy, he does it for work. And
Randy DiGregorio.
These are large pizza boxes, Christy. I just Googled this thing.
That's what I said.
I know.
No, you were
I
guessing.
believed you.
I just Googled it.
No,
and I'm
I was
watching
trying
the
to
video.
keep her mouth shut is what I was.
I want to watch this
Good
guy
luck
do
with
it.
that.
And you can tell this guy's got a technique. There's all kinds of kinds of flanges.
There's
and
all kinds. There's a million videos online of people trying
remember
to
the Domino's commercial?
fold
The guy
pizza
doing it?
boxes fast. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You know what they probably don't show is after this was done, this guy can. How many pizza boxes did he do in a minute?
70.
70? I thought it was 18.
He didn't do.
I'm sorry. It was 18.
What are you doing over there?
I got a.
You buy shoes?
I got a thing in my throat. Jerk face. The old record was 14. The new record's 18.
I wonder if this guy could do 18 joints in a minute.
Well, roll 18 joints is a very different thing than folding pizza boxes.
that'd be very hard, I could imagine.
What do you think you could do, Willie?
In a minute? I don't know. If I have a little rolling machine and I have all my stuff kind of weighed out ahead of time. But I could probably do, if I have everything ground ahead of time, probably 4 joints in a minute, I'd say.
Are you kidding?
4 in a minute.
That does seem fast.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
My
boy.
I'm so proud.
I know.
Never getting my stomach pumped, Don't have those issues. I roll joints, I relax.
Yeah, the little leather. My dad had a little leather.
Oh yeah, no, I have
machine.
I sent you a picture of it one time.
Oh,
It's
that's
almost,
right. That's right.
It's almost the exact same thing. It's just not leather.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So you've got a joint rolling machine?
Yes.
Do you prefer to smoke or do edibles?
I kind of prefer edibles, especially right now because I'm getting afraid of a lot of respiratory stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, I like edibles a lot. They're fun.
Okay.
Big pot.
Do you feed the paper into the machine and it does all the work for you?
So yeah, basically it's a machine. There's a little space. You put a little pot in there. No, you don't plug it in. You just put a little pot in there, and then you kind of close it up, and then you put a little paper in the top. You roll it through, kind of like a printer or a typewriter.
Do you do the cool thing where you take it and you slurp it both ways?
No, you don't have to do that.
You don't do that anymore?
No, the machine tightens it up.
They had those machines back when we were his age.
My dad
Yes.
had one. Is this not?
I'm more of a freestyler.
You had to have seen those back in the day.
It's like having a power boat. I prefer sailing.
Are you saying you folded a joint in your life?
No, we have.
Folded?
Or rolled, whatever.
Yeah, we got him to roll a cigarette in Colorado like 5 years ago. Do you remember that?
Sure.
Yeah.
You like that lick part, don't you, at the end?
Yeah, that was cool. You put it, do this, do the double slurp thing.
You know, one of the Bugs Bunny cartoon characters can put the tobacco and the paper in his mouth and go and spit out a cigarette.
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah.
Could you imagine if cartoons nowadays had that? SpongeBob was rolling joints.
If you're wondering how I got the way I did, Bugs Bunny raised me.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
There.
I've seen a orangutan take a piece of juicy fruit, stick it in her mouth, and then move her lips around and then take out the paper and the... have you ever seen that, Christy?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny. They don't unwrap it. They put it in, and then after a second they go and they take out the wrapper.
Hideous creatures that God forgot.
Would you stop? You know, they're
beautiful.
the closest to humans of any other animal
I think that's why they
species.
creep me out so much.
They are very
Get
close
outta
to
here,
us.
you
They're
weird.
like a couple chromosomes away.
You know what my issue with it? Why are they so hot? I just can't see it.
I say I'm not going to rest. I'm not going to rest till they're all behind bars. Is what I say.
Suppose someone has that particular fetish? That would be...
Of course!
Guaranteed.
Well, that'd be sad.
No.
Wasn't that that was the old rumor, wasn't it?
No, he's back at the zoo again today. You know, that guy.
Wouldn't it be very easy if you got like a manually serviced, if you will? They rang it and just tear it right off.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. It's fun until it rips it from your body.
They don't know there's no strength.
What is happening?
I believe they are
here?
quite dangerous. Clyde.
Very dangerous.
Clyde, no right turn. No right turn.
Any which way but attached, huh?
More sports.
We've covered a lot of ground.
World record, including a penguin.
Okay. Also coming up, something for Willie. And I think more so than Josh, because I know that, Willie, one of your favorite things in life, of course, buffalo wings.
Oh boy, do I love buffalo wings.
Then you're going to love this.
We got a great buffalo wing story coming up.
How many can you eat in an hour?
In an hour? Oh, my God. How many are there?
How many can you eat in 10 minutes?
The place that I go to in Chicago, Buffalo Joe's, a double order from there. Sometimes you get about 30 wings, and I can do that. 15, 14 minutes. If I'm working hard, I can do them in under 8. You know?
Wow.
I'm like a big monster. Rip it apart, shove it in my mouth.
I have a question.
Slurp it down.
Is all this, for example, you just had the spicy donut from Dunkin' Donuts?
Yep.
Is all this introduction of spicy stuff, is there some kind of COVID connection to all this?
I think this craze has been happening before, or well before.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think that's the most popular videos online are people eating spicy. Okay. I think doesn't Fallon do that on his show? He has people eat spicy things.
I was just thinking that in these times, Americans are so desperate to feel anything.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll eat a donut that's on fire. Sure, what the hell? I'm bored.
Is that right?
I can't go anywhere.
Americans are desperate to feel anything. We'll be right back with more fun.
More fun.
Come on back.
Is that too serious?
No.
What Americans are desperate for is to hear some great sound.
Yes.
And the best way to do it, and we get love letters about the Raycon earbuds. And by the way, if you heard about the new iPhone 12.
It doesn't come with earbuds.
Doesn't come with earbuds, so all the more reason to get the Raycon earbuds because they're a lot cheaper and they're a lot better. The everyday E25 earbuds, best yet. 6 hours of playtime, and these things pair up. It's unbelievable. It's like... I don't know, it's like free cocaine night at Studio 54 back in the day.
He said, changing the subject.
I'm just saying that they pair up.
Shut up. Here's an email. This email starts out, you idiots, of course.
Indeed, yeah.
If not in this case, they say, thank you for reporting the great deals and the wonderful product that are Raycon earbuds. I bought the E25s in blue and red for my son and me, and then added a pair of white E55s for my daughter. The blue ones sound great. That's because they're my pair. Suckers. I love the labeling, the buttons, extra nipple sizers, the magnetic holding recharging pill that comes in the auto sync feature. Every time I open the blue pill, I hear a woman's voice telling me I'm all set. Thank you very much, Chick, and the investigative reporting I did in advance. That's right. And gave me a healthy how about you with Brett. How about you?
Not just Chick McGee.
Brett.
Mike Tyson, a big fan of the Raycons.
They love them.
And in these times, what's better than popping in some Raycons, listening to your favorite music, your favorite podcast, your favorite radio show, this one. What's the code there, Chick, if they want to get the Raycon deal?
Well, you go to, I put it away. I thought
it's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Buyraycon.com/Tom to get your incredible deal.
15% off the Raycon wireless earbuds. We do get love letters. They are the best. Buyraycon.com/Tom. A lot of 3-letter words there. Buy, Ray, Con, Com, and Tom.
And these emails just happened. We didn't ask for them, but people just sent it. It's great.
If you want to send us a love letter or if you want to send us a windbag letter, we'd love to hear from you because we're not always right. Usually, but not always. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Resident geek Jessica Alsman on the way, zooming in, socially distancing, which is good because I hear she's a dirty girl. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Jessica Alsman joining us live, Zoom-wise, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right after this.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill musical and Tina, the Tina Turner musical, are among the 18 Broadway shows eligible to be nominated for Tony Awards. Those nominations will be announced in 26 categories today around noon on the Tony Awards YouTube channel. Broadway, of course, shut down March 12th because of the coronavirus pandemic, and the Tony Awards ceremony was delayed from its usual time in June. A rescheduled date for the Tonys has yet to be announced. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says the state plans to seek $20,000 in fines against the promoters of a July concert by the Chainsmokers that violated social distancing rules. Cuomo's office says promoter In the Know Experiences violated public health law at the concert in Southampton by holding a non-essential gathering and failing to require people to wear masks if they could not stay 6 feet apart. That concert drew 2,000 people, and crowds gathered as the show ended. And imagine going to your local supermarket and buying the same food that they serve to you on an airplane. Well, that's what's happening in Finland, where Finnair is trying to bring a taste of the skies to people's homes. The state-controlled carrier says the handmade meals will start showing up in stores today. The ready-made in-flight food includes meals like reindeer meatballs, Arctic char, and Japanese-style teriyaki beef. Finnair is offering its business-class meals to homes to keep its catering staff busy as air traffic stalls during the pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
You're a beautiful girl, and your pants are on so tight that when you stand just right, I can see it all. When you're on the beach and your bikini's soaking wet, I see a fuzzy silhouette as I look down below. I see your camel toe, your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage, your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. I could really go for a sideways sloppy Joe or a tuna casserole. Baby, don't you know? I never thought I'd see so much of your anatomy. Your jeans are so tight, I'm learning gynecology. I see your camel toe, your knuckle, your nookie. Ooh, I see your cookie, a donut, a bagel, down below your navel. It's furry, it's fluffy, looking kinda puffy. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. Your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper. You're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Christy, I don't know if you've seen this, but it says, this is from the science editor, Stefan Anitie. The headline is 10 minutes of staring at boobs daily prolongs man's life by 5 years.
I'm going to live forever.
Now, according to this news account, this says 10 minutes of staring at the charms of a well-endowed female is equivalent to a 30-minute aerobic workout, according to Dr. Karen Weatherby.
Well, you get one arm working out.
Men aged 40 or over should spend at least 10 minutes a day admiring breasts.
Hi, 7:23 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's back, and she's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. We'll have rain moving in here shortly. Temperatures falling throughout the day, and cold tonight. Freeze warning in effect down to 32.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here.
Sorry.
Remember, America has nothing to live for. Welcome back.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what you said.
Pretty much what he said.
It's not what he said.
We'll revisit it in a moment.
What he said was much worse.
Yeah, I think. Something about Americans need to feel something.
Yes.
Right?
I think contextually it was clearly meant as a joke. What I said
None of us feel anything anymore.
You know what you do to us when we're in various rooms and cars crying? You've done that to America, just
See, so at least you were able to feel something today.
Every day when we drive home.
The fact that it was sorrow,
yes,
I can't help it. Just saying there's a certain blandness to contemporary life with all of this crap that we're going through that just sometimes... I was making the point that when Dunkin' Donuts comes out with a really spicy donut, which they have done. What is it called, Ace? The Ghost
Pepper Donut.
I'm going to get some today.
Ghost Pepper Donut.
Cool.
I had some Ghost Pepper chips that Willie brought me that were amazing. Those were great.
Yeah, they're at your place.
What are those called?
It's by, I believe it's Paqui, P-A-C-Q-U-I is the chip company, I believe.
God, those were amazing.
You know, they have a chip that, is it tacky you were telling me about?
Tacky's a different thing. This is the same company.
They have a stray chip that's really spicy in the bag.
You don't know which one it is?
You don't know which one it is?
It's like snack roulette.
See, that's the kind of cool stuff that we need right now in America.
Yeah.
Well, the Ghost Pepper thing's got to be a Halloween-related.
Yeah, gotta be.
But I mean, the point I was trying to make was, in this world where we have to wear the mask and all this other stuff, there's a certain blandness to everything. I mean,
little things.
I was somewhere yesterday and I had to lift up my mask and go, I'm smiling because people can't even see your face. And so it's just something has been lost.
It is sad. Women at the grocery store can't see me flicking my tongue at them. It's a real shame.
But they can hear the show.
Have you had the thing where you try to hold the door for someone and they like back away?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, just forgot. Being polite, okay.
And now you can't tell if any women are smiling. So now every woman I pass, I go, "Hey, how about you smile?" You know?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, they love it when you do that.
What's
right?
smile? What's wrong with his
bro? Cheer up, toots. That's what I say.
The point I was making, the setup with the story was what? Dunkin' Donuts is the spicy donut out there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think maybe there's a lot of extra stuff out there right now just to kind of make everybody just mix things up a little bit.
Sure.
And I think, was it Ace that had the genius idea of taking one of those donuts and putting a hamburger in it like they used to do at the state?
That was Willie.
That was Willie? Brilliant. I'm sorry, Willie. That's a brilliant idea.
Apology not accepted.
Have you ever had the glazed donut and you used it as a hamburger bun?
Oh, yeah. No, I've had the two donuts each as a bun. Man, and you think this combo isn't for me, and then you go, I'm terrified because I love this combo.
Yep. We had it in here once.
Last one I had bacon on it, too.
Bacon?
And the secret of that is because it's ketchup is just all sugar colored red. That's why those
tastes
donuts.
so good?
Yeah, so try that this weekend. Make yourself a delicious hamburger with a nice glazed donut. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. No, I wasn't trying to say anything sad. I was just trying to say Americans are everybody all over the world.
I agree. I'm not going to fight you on this.
They want to get their life spiced up. So get. And by the way, Dunkin' Donuts has excellent coffee. Just for the record. Okay, where were we? Were we talking to Christy yet?
My point was,
no, not yet.
We're supposed to be a happy, fun thing, and you're. Never mind.
Stupid world.
Wait a minute. You're talking about your dead mother calling your girlfriend a whore. This is supposed to be a fun show?
Well, that was funny.
I laughed at that.
I laughed hard, and I said, it happened to me, and I laughed.
Turned out to be a fun little delightful
It was funny until we found out that she was.
That was my favorite part.
She wasn't. I mean, nobody was paying her, so she technically wasn't.
Well, I'm sure you paid her one way or the other.
Yeah. You pay one way or the other, honey.
Oh, God.
You like that dinner?
Welcome to the wonderful world of...
Hey.
A 41-year-old penguin at the Odense Zoo in Denmark has set the Guinness World Record for being, the oldest living penguin in captivity.
Aww.
The penguin named OLDE.
Old?
Oldie?
Which translates to great-grandmother in Danish, was confirmed to be 41 years, 141 days old on October 4th of this year.
Oh, here's a picture. Christy, look at this little guy.
Like a penguin. That's great.
Gen 2, these are called Gen 2 penguins, which are native to the Antarctic Peninsula.
She looks like Eddie.
Okay, they made a little bit of there's an error here in the Guinness Book of World Record website, Christy.
What?
This is a beautiful little penguin.
Yeah.
And she's obviously black and white.
Right.
Right next to her, and there's like a sidebar for related articles, there is a picture of a killer whale, which is almost exactly the same two colors. It looks like it's about to eat the penguin.
Yeah.
Poor little feller.
Yeah, I don't think.
It's a girly penguin, you say?
Grandmother.
Yeah, grandmother.
Yeah, grandmother.
Sweet. What a cute little.
Where do they get their wrinkles?
There's some specks of, it looks like a little bit of salt and pepper.
Does she have some gray in her?
Yeah.
They worry.
And you can always
penguins are big worriers.
And you can always tell that they're a grandma penguin because they're always drinking caffeine-free Diet Coke in the gold can.
They typically only
gold can
really gives it away.
These Gen 2 penguins, GENTOO, typically only live for 15 to 20 years in the wild, but their lifespan stretches to 30 in captivity when imprisoned.
That's because it's warm.
They don't have killer whales.
And they're not living in Antarctica. They're living in Des Moines.
Yes.
Nicer there.
They're getting fed every day, 3 meals a day.
The zookeeper, I'm not sure what the guy in charge of him or the woman in charge of him, the quote is, "Yeah, she does seem a bit worn out."
Oh boy. Like your girlfriend in high school.
Wow.
That's right.
Your mom's the one that said it, not me.
No, he's innocent. He's innocent.
Totally innocent.
Did you hear that, chick? It was your dumb mother who did it.
That's right.
It was her fault.
Let's go back to that from an hour ago. She's still in good health, though.
I wish we had Mr. Caliendo here to do a Morgan Freeman.
Why are we calling Frank Mr. Caliendo? Will you stop?
Okay.
Everyone knows it's Dr. Caliendo.
He does that great Morgan Freeman voice. I can't do it, but that would be pretty funny.
What else?
We have another guy that can do that too, pretty damn well.
Another fellow that can.
Celebrating a birthday today.
What else should we do that we can't do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just would like to hear the world's oldest penguin talk. I remember when fish were only a nickel. Sardines were a penny.
I mean, what? She's only born in 1979.
But it's the world's oldest penguin.
That's true.
That's
So are you saying bread wasn't a nickel in 1979?
No, I was okay. Whatever. Just go for it. Just go for it. What I said was stupid.
I'm a little upset that I'm the only one here that will admit to wanting to eat a penguin. How do you guys not want to try it?
I would try it blackened if I tried it.
I just want a big, fat, juicy emperor penguin.
That was my next question. How would you have it prepared?
Yeah.
Would you roast it? Bake it?
I think you're okay with stir fries.
Pick one up and take a bite.
Oh, you wouldn't
like
eat it
a
raw.
ham
Sushi
penguin. Christy, what would a female penguin voice sound like to you?
A female penguin
It's
voice.
40. That's the world's oldest penguin. Did I ask you?
That wasn't Christy?
See,
you think penguins go quack?
Well, they go.
It's a form of
I'm not really hitting the cue.
That's what Danny DeVito did.
Right, it's what Burgess Meredith did when he would laugh.
Christy, what would they sound like?
I'm so tired.
I think they'd be more knowledgeable.
I'm like,
did you know that Eskimos have 300 words for ice?
But I don't live in. I don't live with Eskimos. No, I don't live with Eskimos. I'm a penguin. I live in the South Pole, you idiot.
If you read the story, this penguin lives in Norway or something.
All of these penguins walk like Fred Sanford. Have you seen it?
Yeah. All dressed real fancy.
The oldest penguin in captivity, of course. Anyone? Burgess Meredith made it to 89 years of age. So, a little obscure trivia for you. You're welcome.
That's sports.
Oh, no, it's not apparently.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show and all the ships at sea. It's Marilyn Monroe's former lover here, Larry King.
You slept with Marilyn Monroe?
I sure did, baby. JFK and I, we traded notes.
Was this while she was still alive?
Maybe not. Hey, wouldn't you eat a penguin blackened and whitened?
Absolutely.
Good question.
You can have that one, Ace. It's all yours, baby.
Just made it worse.
Hey, I was shopping online yesterday.
Yeah, it was
you guys ever do that?
Big online thing.
It's a big rage right now. I don't know if you knew that. I didn't find a couple of things I was looking for. Electronics, housewares, stuff like that.
Really?
Speaking of electronics, did you know that the Circuit City stores all closed?
Yeah. 20 years ago.
A while back there, Larry.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
I'm not sure when that happened.
I was a big fan.
I'm looking for a shortwave radio, but brother, some of them, they're ridiculously expensive. Incidentally, I had an ex-wife who gave me a shortwave once.
Really?
She waved goodbye quickly when she left with half of my 401k and my Benoit balls collection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, I missed those things. I was mostly shopping for a new blanket. Have you heard of these weighted blankets?
Yes, I have one. Love
What's
it.
the deal?
Yeah, they come in like 15 and 20-pound weights, and they're supposed to make you feel hugged and comforted and all that. Well, no thanks. I've got a 75-pound golden retriever crushing me in bed every night, and all I feel is asphyxiated.
Yeah, I can see why.
It's better than having a cat in bed. Cats, they climb up on your chest and start marching around like they're going to the Eastern Front during World War II.
Yeah.
Hey, get off me, Sergeant Tabby. The war's over. Which reminds me, last night I may have mixed up my stool softener with my Viagra pills.
No.
Oh, yeah. I fought the Battle of the Bulge all night.
The World War II theme going.
Back to my shopping spree. I did buy some sweatpants. I love sweatpants. Do you like sweatpants?
Don't even own a pair.
They give me plenty of room for my ample package. Plus, they give me a false sense of security. They make me feel like I haven't gained any weight during this pandemic. I'd hate to blow up to 90 pounds. Which brings up this fact. Have you ever noticed that most people who wear sweatpants look like they haven't perspired in a decade?
Never noticed that.
The women who wear them in the grocery store can barely bend over and pick up the package of cookies they dropped. Look, I better go. I've been on Amazon while we were talking. I think I clicked the wrong button. It looks like I just bought a portable bidet.
Oh, portable.
No need to cancel that. I love the feeling of a great sack shower. Ice cold, baby. Just think of me with Marilyn Monroe, okay, when you want to get horny.
And she was probably ice cold, too, by the time you got to her.
Hey, everybody's got their thing, man. This is Larry King. Bye, gang.
Thanks.
Bye, Larry.
And that was sports.
Circuit City closed. That's right. That's
Man, I remember when that store closed. I went, yeah, that sounds about right.
Are they available online, or is that Children's Palace? I forget.
I think they may have come back online.
Children's Palace.
Circuit City sucked.
Did it really?
Yes.
You think?
Pushiest salespeople. Hated them.
Really?
I was so thrilled.
I like the new edgy Josh. I like this.
He's very upset today. I don't know what's going on.
Shut up.
I do.
Your feelings on Best Buy?
I love Best Buy.
Best Buy's
Now,
great.
we have, can I go back to our penguin problem?
I can't think of any way to
What's our
stop
penguin
you.
problem?
Are these the famous emperor penguins?
I don't know what type of penguin is it.
Gen 2 penguins.
Gen 2.
GENTOO.
Sorry, okay.
I read it twice. Not only you wrote it, okay? You lunatic.
I maybe have edited it. I wasn't really reading it very carefully.
Oh, that's always comes in handy for an editor. Yeah, good.
Don't read
Good job.
When I was a kid, I remember seeing the movies of penguins, and I thought they were like 6 feet high. I was so disappointed when I went to the zoo, and they were like 1.5 feet tall.
Yeah, only up to your knee.
6 feet high, you thought?
Well, sure. Probably from seeing Tennessee Tuxedo. Remember how proportionally Tennessee is?
Then he went to it. Mommy, make the penguins taller. Yes, Tommy. Yes, in a moment.
Switch that penguin, will you?
Please, Mummy. You shall
Finish
have
your
it,
Turkish
Tommy.
delight.
Yes.
Turkish delight.
Tennessee Tuxedo.
Have the chauffeurs help you with your
Was that
shoes.
Don Adams' voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll drink Tennessee.
That was the sidekick. Was
Chumley?
Okay. Is that where the guy Chumley got his name?
What guy Chumley?
What guy?
I always assumed so.
On Pawn Stars?
Because he was big and silly. Yeah, I always assumed that's where he got
God, I never thought of that. Yeah, because if you see Chumley, who's a walrus.
Right.
And next to Tennessee, and Tennessee's, he looks pretty tall.
True.
So I was very disappointed. I just thought, because I love the fact that they're wearing tuxedos.
I think there are larger penguins, but I don't think none of them are, any of them.
There were
6 feet.
prehistoric penguins that were 6 feet.
We get frustrated with you, but your naivety is so cute sometimes.
Yeah.
No, just remembering being a kid.
Naivete would be the...
Whatever.
Yeah, a nativity scene is,
That's the
is
manger.
much like a nativity scene, except all the characters.
Sweet little baby Jesus.
They believe in aliens.
That's no star, that's a spaceship. When we come back, we will try to get the show back on the rails. And
We have a lot of food news.
go to our mailbag.
Food news.
And NASA news as well, space news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby, your host. Keep your smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making that guy so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Max Muncy's Grand Slam capped a record-setting 11-run first inning for the Dodgers. They coasted to a 15-3 rout of the Atlanta Braves and cut their National League Championship Series deficit 2-1. George Springer broke a tie with a 2-run homer. Jose Altuve also went deep and hit an RBI double, and Zach Greinke escaped a bases-loaded jam for the Astros, who beat Tampa Bay 4-3 to stay alive in the ALCS at 3-1. College football news, Alabama coach Nick Saban and athletic director Greg Byrne have tested positive for the virus 3 days before the SEC biggest regular season showdown. Both said their test Wednesday morning came back positive, but Saban said he didn't have any symptoms by late afternoon. And in the NFL, the New England Patriots activated quarterback Cam Newton from the COVID list. Newton expected to practice with the team this afternoon, which likely would lead to his starting Sunday against Denver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Dear Allie, I moved in with my girlfriend about a month ago, and we got into a huge fight because she saw me liking other girls' Instagram posts. She was flipping out, then she got really quiet, stared hard at me, pulled her pants down, and peed on the floor. Wow.
That went from crazy to crazy.
Yeah. That's that's nuts.
Was she raised by dogs?
No, you change your phone number, erase your social media, and get away from her.
Yeah.
Run away.
And get that phone number to Pat Godwin.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
It's a song about Bob and Tom.
Tom and I are enemies, we are the worst of friends. We live out on an island, each on different ends. One day I was on the beach and fell down in the sand. I turned around and there I found a shiny little lamp. I picked it up, I rubbed the lamp, and much to my surprise, out popped a genie right before my eyes. She said, I'll grant 3 wishes, but don't take very long. For every wish she grants to me, she'll double it for Tom. She's the genie of the lamp. She's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. Oh, genie of the lamp, for my 3 wishes I give thanks. For my first wish, I'd like $1 million in the bank. She grants my wish, so Tom will now get double the amount. So now he has $2 million in his bank account. She's the genie of the lamp. She's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. My second wish, I'd like 100 naked dancing girls. So Tom will get 200 gorgeous ladies of the world. And for my final wish, oh genie, this I ask of you. I would like just one of my testicles removed. She's here to grant my every need. For every wish she gives, she'll double for my enemy. She's the genie of the lamp. She's here to grant my
So that means
Tom gets twice.
Hello, ladies. Hey! Hi, ladies. How are you?
What a hallmark moment this is.
Well, I've got $2 million, ladies, but hello, ladies. Come back. No, thank you.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it in very much curiosity as what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Man, no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Wow. A tradition unlike any other.
Oh, God.
The Masturbators.
Thank you, sir. 7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That is correct, sir. Thank you very much. TV news about this show coming up. All right, everybody, get your shuffling shoes on.
Where are we shuffling to?
We're doing the, I'm sitting in the chair, but I'm still shuffling. Pucker up, Christy.
No, you squooze. Oh, never mind.
You squooze?
Squeeze.
Yeah, when's the last time you two kissed?
I would like you to squooze.
Never?
Is that your story?
Yeah, that's my story, and I'll stick to it. I'm not kegling. I'm doing the...
Do the kegel.
Glute squeeze.
Is a penis kegel called something different, or?
No, it's actually called a kegel, I think.
I think it's still a kegel.
Yeah.
These are all interesting concepts.
I'm doing one.
Good for you,
There we
Willie.
go. Welcome back to the Kegel Show. Let's see, this is the Bob and Tom program. Ace Cosby is our engineer. He's also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. There's Willie G, Patty G. I'm Tommy G, I guess, technically. And that would be Josh with the whistle that we're about to see
better.
how far we can get that up his colon.
Look at how good I've got.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, man, that's great.
Yeah, try it again. Seriously. Oh, it's blocking the airway. What a shame.
Heimlich him.
That's Josh at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk. Chick McGee's across the way at the sports desk. The Navy Federal Credit Union news desk is womaned by Christy Lee. And once again, I think we've covered everybody. And we have I believe we have a special song coming up from Mr. Godwin.
One more sports story. This is from Tessa.
Hi, Tessa.
I thought Tom would appreciate what I saw on my drive to work the other day. I wanted to thank you for the laughs and always brightening my day. Well, you're welcome, Tessa.
What'd she see?
It is the fabulous Gardner Minshew pumpkin, just in time for the holidays.
Oh,
my goodness, look at that.
Nice.
Some would say haunting. But,
It's a couple of pumpkins, sunglasses, a big mustache, the Fu Manchu mustache, the number 15 carved out of the lower pumpkin. That takes some work.
The lower pumpkin.
Well, there's at least two
snowman
pumpkins
on top of each other.
They're very good.
Yeah.
That is a great new verb.
Snowman.
Snowman? Yeah.
I like that. Is that
you're very welcome.
Is that one of the terms from your the sexual realm that you
It is not.
wade through constantly?
No, that's snowball.
Yeah.
But that's really become
I snowmanned this poor girl.
I'm going to change this up. That's become quite the thing with pumpkins these days. People are stacking. When did that become a thing?
They're snowmanning them. I didn't know. That's
Did
brilliant.
you notice in the 5 to help structural integrity, they have toothpicks there?
I did notice that. That's why I said that's very difficult.
You should paint them orange.
Can you please forward that to Mr. Spangle so we can get that on the Bob and Tom social media platforms? So why is the Gardner Minshew man interesting to us, Christy?
Because we have a song for him every week.
I think that covers
Skipped a couple of weeks.
I was going to go day, but yeah.
He's a very colorful gent.
Yes.
Sure.
He's known for parading around the locker room naked.
He likes to do yoga, apparently.
Beautiful southern lilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is he, from Mississippi or Louisiana or something? In any event, real character, fun guy.
Likes to travel the world in his little RV.
Good quarterback. He has his ups and downs like every other team. It's a lot of people on the field. You can't do it all yourself. But we're a big fan of Gardner Minshew. Pat Godwin, who is our music guy, has...
He's no longer here right now. This is Mick Jaguar.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mick Jaguar.
Hello.
That's a good... You know what you'd look good with, Mick Jaguar? A pencil-thin mustache.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think Mick would say Jaguar.
Is it true you and David Bowie had...
There's a rumor. Yeah, I'm not telling stories.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to kiss and tell.
Okay, that's nice. You have a tribute to the great Gardner Minshew?
I've added something now with the pumpkin news, It took me a little bit of time to write it.
So there's a beautiful snowmanned pumpkins of Gardner Minshew. Okay, go ahead.
All right, here we go. All right, started off here. I got the band with me today.
It's Dean's 5th new bass in a month.
Oh, Charlie's playing nice today.
Charlie plays drums.
Keyboards?
Here's the Jaguars quarterback. Oh, leading the attack. Gardner Minshew. Naked and like a room. A mustache just like a broom. Goes from the kiss you. Isn't that right, Christy?
That's right.
Good Lord.
Yeah. All right. Lately he can't. Oh, Tom makes me play this song.
What happened to Mick Jaguar?
Most versions are way too long. Oh, no, sing along.
Oh, this again.
We got the band. We have to flesh it out, John.
I see, yeah.
I think the thing skipped.
Lost the characters.
You sing
Bring it
lately,
down.
I'm leaving.
Hey, what's the matter, man? Got the backing of the fans, and Christy Lee is dying to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna bring a case of White Claw, play Madden football all night like we used to.
We're going to mention the pumpkins?
Oh, the band just stopped playing.
Wow.
Yeah, are we going to mention a pumpkin? This is a pumpkin. They made a pumpkin.
The whole point of the song was you got to have the Gardner Minshew snowball pumpkins.
Come on, Dean.
Dean, what's
Snowman?
I thought it was Charlie.
Charlie quit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
His team's in a slump again.
Excuse me, could you become Mick again? Yeah, you're doing Pat Godwin.
What?
Mick Jaguar, please.
All right. His team's in a slump again, but his face is a pumpkin. Gardner Minshew.
Worth it.
All right, one more. Get out of here. What a mess. All right. I don't know what happened, but they're going to be fired.
Did you get the pumpkin in there at all?
Yes, I did.
Got pumpkin.
You
in
were
there.
busy directing.
You weren't paying attention?
I was looking something up.
Tom Forrest for the trees, Griswold.
Yes.
I hope the audience enjoyed it.
I don't know what
I
happened.
was sending Mr. Spangle a picture of me ironing in my driveway.
Well, thank you, Mick.
Over the
Mick,
weekend.
is it hard to do gigs, with things going on right now, or what are you doing?
I get no satisfaction from the social distancing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I get no satisfaction. Yeah. Are you happy? Oh, wait, that's a Keith Richards song. Sorry.
Sorry to bother you, Mick.
Okay.
What was your question? Yeah, I answered your question.
I answered your question.
You didn't.
You weren't listening like Tom wasn't listening to the song.
It's time to go.
What the hell is going on?
It's a mess.
We got Mick Jaguar.
It's a train wreck.
How many bases has Dean had to buy to do this song now?
Well, for this one, just this one right here, right now. But for the other ones, and one per week.
Okay, good. I think you should keep buying. That's a nice looking bass.
Dean, is that a humbucker and a couple single coils on there? What is that?
So actually, yeah, it's a split coil.
All right.
You're gonna like this, Tom. This is a 1977 electric outlet, and what they did was they built in these effects.
Okay, that's enough bass talk. Let's move on.
Bass talk. Wow.
Christy Lee is back at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What have we missed?
A Texas brewery has created a beer infused, listen up, Willie.
Here we go.
With buffalo wings.
Game over.
The Martin House Brewing Company suggests that their Buffalo Wangs brew, spelled W-A-N-G-Z, Wangs, is 5.2% APV.
Ain't no thing like a chicken wang.
Wang. It's so-called sour beer made with buffalo wing sauce. The brewery noted, quote, "We cannot emphasize how much this is actually a buffalo wing sauce beer."
Wow.
A 4-pack of cans available for $18 at the Martin House Tap Room in Fort Worth, Texas. This is not the brewery's first foray into food-flavored beers. Martin House recently released the 8% Dunkaroos-flavored Dunkaroos Ale.
Oh, we talked about that a couple
Yeah,
weeks
we
ago.
sure did.
This is the best invention since my brother John invented beer schlager.
Yeah?
You just take a beer and you crumble pretzels into it.
Whoa, it's a great idea.
I didn't know your brother John was a genius.
Yes.
Jeez, is he in Mensa or something?
So this actually, so it's a beer, but it tastes like
buffalo wings.
Yes. Has
so is this if
buffalo
you're
wings.
too lazy to chew? if we reach the point in which
it's the flavor, not the.
I would try this.
I absolutely would try this. Honestly, I don't think I'd enjoy it, to be honest.
you put ranch dressing, you just drizzle a little ranch on top. You coat the edge of your glass
You don't
with ranch
drizzle
dressing.
ranch. You put ranch powder on the outside like a salted
There you
ridge.
go.
Oh, my
Wait a
goodness.
minute. They make ranch powder?
Yeah, of course they do.
Dude, your kid's a genius.
Hidden Valley, you've never had ranch seasoning? It's how you make dips and...
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You don't know there's ranch seasoning?
I did not know there was ranch powder.
I've never used ranch powder.
So do you guys know there was ranch seasoning? Is this me being a fat guy, Chris?
Never heard of it.
I don't do ranch, so I can't
Nobody
play
knew
the
it?
game.
Okay.
I didn't know it.
This is great news, though.
Yeah, it's great. It's pretty
You can
good.
put it on a baked potato?
Yeah, you can do like a
get
low-cal.
You can get it like a salt container. You just shake it out. Yeah.
Shake it out.
I had no idea.
Make a low-calorie dip with some Greek yogurt. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's not be ridiculous. Come on, that's always a great. Well, I've got a huge bag of potato chips. I want to reduce the calories though with yogurt and ruin the chips.
Tom, you get buffalo wings. Do you prefer the drummies or the what are they called? The
flats.
Flats.
The only time I ever get them is if I'm at lunch with Willie and I'll eat one or two of his. I don't think I've ever ordered them in my life.
What do you go for? The drummy or the flat?
The one that looks like a drumstick.
Don't you get
drummy.
Don't you get both?
Drummy's always.
Well, oftentimes you're served both, but which would you reach for first?
Oh, drummy.
I used to be a drummy, but I'm a flat girl now because you can rip them apart and they're easier to eat.
Anyone want to take this?
You're not a flat girl.
I got
not
flat at all. Okay, just move on.
I'm pretty sure PJ fixed that with Photoshop.
You're giving me a drummy.
Giving me a drummy. Not flat over here.
What are you,
At least
flat or
three
drummy?
things actionable about this conversation. Let's move forward. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
We're not done with our food hunk. We still
Thank you for calling me that.
You're welcome.
The food hunk.
We have ramen, we have bacon, and we have airplane food all in the news. You can buy an airplane meal at the grocery store, believe it or not.
And if you haven't been on Bob and Tom Social, you owe it to yourself to see this stupid picture of Tom deciding to iron
out.
in his driveway. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was a really nice day, and I didn't want to sit in I have a little tiny laundry room. I didn't
What
want
is wrong with you?
What an idiot. And now a scene from Tom's Neighbors. Hey, honey, will you look at this?
What's going on?
What the hell's Griswold?
They can't see me from the street.
What's he doing now?
Peeing outside again. Right back to the iron.
Isn't pissing outside enough? No, he's got his ironing board out there.
Just in my driveway. That's on the Bob and Tom social media. We're coming right back. We have lots of cool stuff happening here, including NASA news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, head on over to bobandtom.com for all the latest on the Bob and Tom Show, all the fun characters and guests that we have, including Dr. Hannibal Lecter stopping by the studio. What do you mean by that? Well, Josh does a wonderful Hannibal Lecter, and he and Chick got off on a little tangent the other day. How about a baby carrot windbag? That's right. Tom says he won't eat baby carrots because, they haven't had a chance to grow up. And a junior windbag thought they'd call in to correct Tom about that. All of that's right there. Plus, Suck the Fat Off My Fanny from Pat Godwin. All right there in video form waiting for you at bobandtom.com. Check it out today.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump and challenger Joe Biden will compete for a TV audience in dueling town hall meetings instead of meeting face-to-face for their second debate as originally planned. The two will take questions in different cities on different networks tonight. Trump on NBC from Miami, Biden on ABC from Philadelphia. The Senate Judiciary Committee poised to take the first steps toward approving Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. After 2 days of questioning, the committee is scheduled to start considering the nomination this morning. The meeting is a procedural formality and will be conducted ahead of a panel of law experts and advocates who will testify for and against Barrett's nomination. A vote by the committee isn't expected until next week. And flu vaccines protect against seasonal influenza, not the coronavirus, but avoiding the flu especially important this year. Health officials encouraging you to get the flu shot or nasal spray by the end of this month so doctors and hospitals don't face the extra strain of having to treat the flu in midst of the coronavirus pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You can't play the drums like that just by sitting down at the drums. No, you can't.
Just having fun with the song, and here you come.
Is Bill Ritter the most underrated bassist in America, you think?
Certainly the most handsome.
Is that right?
Oh.
You know, a cousin of John Ritter. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What happened to him?
Very dead.
Okay, sorry. Thanks for bringing that up.
Two's Company.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Pat Godwin,
It's a pretty boring sitcom. It's just two women living together.
Yeah.
Every now and again, the landlord comes down and goes, well, everything looks okay here.
And they say, hey, wait a minute, aren't you Barney Fife?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is a song I wrote for a special person.
All right.
Each time I need a trusted friend, you're there. With tears to dry and a heart to mend, you're there. And when I'm down in misery, and the whole world turned its back on me, and I need some love and sympathy. You're there. Nice, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And when I'm weary and tired of trying, honey, you're there. And anytime I need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. And sometimes when I come home with a heavy heart and weary bones, and I need a little time alone, you're there. I want to turn the stereo on, but you're there. I gotta get in to use the John, but you're there. And when I wake up lovingly and turn on my pillow, hoping to see Kim Bassinger smiling back at me, you're there. Oh, this is more of a good thing than I ever planned. How much damn togetherness can a one-man stand? Oh. Don't get me laughing here.
All right, sorry.
I want to flop down.
3 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There certainly is. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for waking up. Good
job. I'm
Hey,
reading the mail. We have a quick forecast from Christy Lee.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We have rain moving in, temperatures falling throughout the day. Tonight it'll be cold, freeze warning in effect, 32 for the low, and then sunshine and 59 on Friday. We're at 60 right now.
You're the man, Josh. Tell me about it.
Thank you. FanDuel Sportsbook. They make it easy to find and place bets. They've got some of the best odds and bet types you'll find anywhere, and they pay you out in as little as 24 hours. Right now, new users place your first bet on FanDuel Sportsbook risk-free and get up to $1,000 back in site credit if you don't win. That's $1,000. Place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, you get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in bonus site credit. That's FanDuel Sportsbook. Use promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires, and restrictions apply and such. Sportsbookfanduel.com for details. Gambling problem, 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
We'll cover some of that later. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Thought that was very well done.
We'll go from left to right. That's Willie G right there.
Hey.
And on the big screen, we got your Patty G.
Hey.
And then right below Patty G on the big screen, we have the lovely Jessica Alsman.
Hey, Jess.
Hi, Jess. And then we have Ace Cosby, the man in black over there. He's a fan of the Las Vegas Raiders. You got the black hat, the black shirt. We also have Chick McGee. He's right there. I can see him at the sports desk. That's not just any desk over there. That's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk, which is sitting in the sidekick chair. It's Josh Arnold. Then we have Christy Lee right there. She's right next to me at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. We do have some mail to get to. Did you have one you wanted to read, Josh? I know I have a couple over here.
An email.
Yes, let's see here. Dear Knuckleheads.
Oh,
that's a nice start.
Dear, now how are they spelling knuckleheads?
Incorrectly, but we don't need to talk about that.
No, of course not.
Mine says, dear fellow morons, but you go first.
I was listening to you talking about penguins.
Yeah.
Why again? Oh, they're the world's oldest
penguin is in a zoo somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry wants to know if penguins are similar to zebras in that are they white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
Oh, so Terry's smoking pot already.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't think they have
Stripes, do they? Yeah, no.
I mean, like black with a white belly or white with a black shoulders?
Yeah, right. It's a philosophical question that you'd have to think of while stoned. Mine is dear fellow morons. I promised myself, this is from Greg, I promised myself for the last 20 years, had I encountered a subject worthy of contacting you, I would.
Finally did, huh?
Yes, and he said I'd always wanted to preface it with the introduction, dear fellow morons.
Okay.
I'd like to address the issue of the term Eskimo brothers. Now, Willie, do you want to take this again? You described this to me. I did not know about it.
Well, yeah, we're not supposed to use that word anymore. Now we're calling it the Edie's Pie, the brand.
No, that's the Eskimo Pie. This is the Eskimo Brothers.
Eskimo Brothers.
I know, but I'm just saying this so we can establish that
He's
we're not
doing the
supposed to
Griswold
say anymore.
setup. Leave him
So
alone.
now we're calling it Tunnel Buddies.
Okay.
And it means that you have carnal knowledge of the same woman. So me and Josh, we slept with the same lady. We are tunnel buddies. We're Eskimo brothers.
Right.
But it used to be called Eskimo Brothers, and we're not trying to...
You know, we've never said Eskimo more than when they banned the word.
I realize 100 times at least.
Right.
No, we're helping
50
educate.
times an
We
hour.
are helping to educate the public, saying that this term apparently is now perceived by some to be pejorative. Therefore, we've been asked to, in the future, not call Eskimo Pies Eskimo Pies. The company has changed their name. They're trying to do the right
So
thing.
what does this moron want?
Our fellow moron, Greg, continues. He prefers the term Peter-in-law.
Yep. All right. Also very good.
Okay.
That is strong.
Yeah. So far, we've had chocolate Mussolini. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it right there.
And
Peter-in-law.
Yeah.
Peter-in-law.
Excellent. Both excellent.
Tunnel Buddies.
I like tunnel buddies.
Yeah, I like that one.
We got...
Like you run into each other like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just here first.
Not everyone understands when we're kidding. Sadly.
Yeah.
Now that's a problem.
Dear Josh.
Yeah. Yes.
Beavers are not poisonous. The male platypus has a poisonous rear set of claws.
Is that true?
Are they sure?
That's what Doug says from Pontiac, Illinois.
And he means venomous, by the way.
Yeah, that's
What did I
exactly
say?
what I was going to say.
Oh,
No, you're reading it.
I'm reading
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I didn't know. Okay. In any event, yes, we had beavers in the news yesterday, Christy.
And I claimed they were venomous.
And what was going on? This beaver was... what was the beaver story from yesterday? Oh, there's a loose beaver. Well, this sounds bad.
Busy Beaver is his name.
His name is
Beaver
Busy.
gone bad? What'd he do?
I'm just going from memory. The beaver escaped from a zoo in Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay.
And the police are warning people, do not pick up the beaver.
Beavers don't like to be picked up.
And this particular one, I guess, will bite. And a beaver bite is pretty serious.
Well, yeah, I would think.
That's...
They have those big teeth.
Winona had herself a big brown beaver and she showed her all her friends.
Yeah.
Love it. Little Primus for that ass.
So, anyway, what is the name of the beaver? Oh, okay, you're right. Busy the Beaver. It's the Spring River Zoo in Roswell. Damn. That is a funny story.
If they'd had a dam, it wouldn't be missing.
Is it me or did you, the same thing yesterday?
Well, you don't think it bears repeating?
Well, also be on the lookout for Busy the Beaver, Felchie the Flamingo, Humpy the Hyena. Okay. I'm sorry, Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, we keep with our food theme that we've been harping on all morning. The world of COVID-19, the face mask, we've all been there now. It had to happen. Hormel Foods has created a bacon-scented face mask.
I'm a big fan of everything Hormel does.
The company announced its breathable bacon face mask that features a bacon pattern and smells like bacon.
One of us here has been to the Spam Museum.
That's
Yes,
exactly
you
right.
have.
Two of us. I went.
Holy moly.
Why? Did you see the spam?
Absolutely.
The spam can?
Yeah,
It's
got my
amazing.
picture taken with the
Where
spam
is
can.
it? Is it the Spam Museum? Is that what it's called?
It is,
Where
yeah.
is it?
Austin, Minnesota.
Yep, and you can. They have a movie there about the history of spam, and then you can go through see different spam exhibits.
Now, you said you had your picture taken with the can of Spam.
That's right.
Was it an interesting, like it was a little bigger than usual can?
Oh, it's like a mascot. It's got arms and legs and a face. Yeah.
Did you audition for the role?
I did not. It's a statue.
You would have been great, though.
But I'd love to be spammy or whatever they call them. Yeah.
What would he sound like?
Hey, I'm canned meat. And I think I was invented for the Army, but then other consumers enjoyed me, and welcome.
Do you know that I subscribe to their newsletter, and I thought I'd like it at first, but they keep sending me spam emails.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I bet they're not happy about that.
About spam email? Yeah, I bet
I bet the
they're not.
spam people aren't happy about
Oh,
that.
no, they love it. They embrace it.
Oh, they
because
do?
when you're at the museum, you can send your friends and family spam mail. So they basically are subscribing to those spam newsletters.
Yeah.
Great recipes on
Okay.
all the many.
And
spam
do
ways.
you know what place spam is most popular?
Hawaii. Or any island.
It's huge in Hawaii.
I had a spam, like a bao, like a bun, and it was delicious. It was incredible. It's like fried with like some sort of sauce on it. Mwah.
I love Spam. I'm a big fan.
This face mask from Hormel doesn't smell like Spam, though.
It smells like bacon, and it's not really available for purchase, but online users can sign up for a chance to win one.
Josh, finally a face mask that matches your breath.
The mask's dedicated website.
My breath perpetually smells like bacon.
Because you eat it so much.
Sorry, you just had a piece of bacon.
Yeah, there's a math problem you have to do to get that joke.
Oh, and the Spam website, sizzle, pork, and That's where Spam comes from. Don't knock it until you've fried it.
There you go.
This looks delicious.
Spam was great with eggs, I'll tell you that.
Pork, shoulder, and ham.
So your face is going to smell like bacon.
BreathableBacon.com is your website. It also includes an infographic on how to correctly wear the mask, ensuring that it covers the mouth and nose to, quote, enjoy maximum whiffage. The company also cautions against eating the mask.
Does it?
Yes.
I mean, someone probably tried it.
Someone tried it. Jessica's exactly right.
If you want to sign up, you can on the website, breathablebacon.com until October 28th. Winners of the bacon mask will be announced November 4th.
I went to the Spam Museum in March, and right before all this fun stuff happened, and I got the variety pack, every Spam flavor out there.
Yeah.
With the exception of the one that's like less sodium.
Right.
I'm like, no, give me all of the salt.
Hey, Tom, there's the entrance to the
look at
Spam
that.
Museum. It's a farmer or a rancher with his pigs.
Yeah.
It's a nice bronze statue.
That's Beauregard El Spam.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Gravitas.
Did you say Beauregard?
I did.
Okay.
No, he gets real mad if you say Beauregard.
I would think.
How about Beauregard?
I
You
would
wanna
think
go with that?
Beauregard. No, it's Beauregard.
Is there I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a picture of this.
Bacon mask?
Here
it
we
just looks
go.
like bacon.
Boy.
Okay, the one I've got, it says service unavailable. I wanted to see a picture.
Nobody's face has smelled like bacon that much since Kermit's wedding night.
There you go. There you go.
You take
Let's bring the puppets in.
Puppet sex.
What does he mean, Mom? Wow, they should call it a hamdana.
I like the hamdana.
I can't find a picture of this. I don't know what.
Hamdana. What is that? Is that a joke? What is that?
Bandana.
It's Spam.
I got it.
Hang in there.
I'm sorry. I missed it.
Oh, let's not fight, kids.
Somebody's going to get a timeout.
I put on one of these.
It's the black label mask too, so it's kind of nice. It's dark and it's black and it's got the bacon. Yeah, it's hard to see, Tom, but
I have a bacon wallet. It looks like it's made out of bacon.
You do not.
Yes, I do. My nieces gave it to me.
Oh, my God.
it's really hard to see.
So do they call you Uncle Bacon?
Did you try to eat it?
Oh my gosh! My dad was looking at Christy's computer. He ran over so fast.
You had to get the joke in.
It was insane.
Try to eat it.
Do they make a bourbon mask?
I would think that would be annoying, though, because you're the one wearing the mask, so you'd be really breathing in the bacon aroma all that time. I think that would
Well, if you're a bacon
probably
fan,
pass
this is
on.
perfect for you.
I think we've shut down their website.
Okay.
Tried to get on.
Thank you, Hormel, for everything you do. My goodness.
All right. Coming up,
Fan of the
we
black label
have a little
bacon.
bit of news from Donnie Baker. I want to remind you that we have also something important from NASA that we have to get to today. Have you heard about these new moon rules?
Yeah.
Moon rules.
Yeah.
Moon rules.
Well, if you don't have rules on the moon, what do you have?
And by the way, Christy, if you read the Ruskies aren't cooperating.
Oh, boy.
They won't sign it. Right now, I want to...
Cold War Part 2, baby.
Ruskies?
I want to remind you, is it Ruskies or Ruskies?
It's Ruskies, I think.
Oh, sorry, the Ruskies.
Beauregard.
I think either's correct. Ruski's all right.
Please
it sounds like
Okay.
I want blue jeans.
Commies won't have anything to do with it.
Beauregard Ruski.
This month, our friends at Napa are teaming up with our friends at AAA to get you 20% off almost everything online or in store. We're calling this the Savings Dream Team. Just grab your AAA membership card, head to any local Napa store or shop at napaonline.com and get 20% off today. Quality parts, helpful people. Those are our friends at Napa. They have Napa know-how. That's 20% off regular retail prices with a valid AAA membership card. This offer ends Halloween, October 31st, 2020. From our friends at Napa, grab that AAA membership card, head over to Napa or go to napaonline.com and save yourself 20%. Coming up, we've got NASA news, we've got pumpkin news, and we've got Genghis Khan in the news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Still, when we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show has a YouTube channel. You can subscribe now at no cost at the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Click that red subscribe button. Join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who currently are subscribed to the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Kick back, relax, and watch Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 20 minutes of video highlights of today's Bob and Tom Show tonight. Plus, there on the YouTube, we've also got archives and highlights. You can spend hours there in the wormhole that is the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Check it out today and hit that subscribe button.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill musical and Tina, the Tina Turner musical, are among the 18 Broadway shows eligible to be nominated for Tony Awards. Those nominations will be announced in 26 categories today around noon on the Tony Awards YouTube channel. Broadway, of course, shut down March 12th because of the coronavirus pandemic, and the Tony Awards ceremony was delayed from its usual time in June. A rescheduled date for the Tonys has yet to be announced. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says the state plans to seek $20,000 in fines against the promoters of a July concert by the Chainsmokers that violated social distancing rules. Cuomo's office says promoter In the Know Experiences violated public health law at the concert in Southampton by holding a non-essential gathering and failing to require people to wear masks if they could not stay 6 feet apart. That concert drew 2,000 people, and crowds gathered as the show ended. And imagine going to your local supermarket and buying the same food that they serve to you on an airplane. Well, that's what's happening in Finland, where Finnair is trying to bring a taste of the skies to people's homes. The state-controlled carrier says the handmade meals will start showing up in stores today. The ready-made in-flight food includes meals like reindeer meatballs, Arctic char, and Japanese-style teriyaki beef. Finnair is offering its business-class meals to homes to keep its catering staff busy as air traffic stalls during the pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
New this season on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Look, up in the sky.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the biggest set of jugs I've ever seen. It's Shirtless Girl!
Posing as a topless dancer, showing off her pecs. No one knows her secret till she takes off her specs. She's Shirtless Girl.
Shirtless Girl.
With her special powers, she gives the bad guys fits. She don't use no gun, she stops them with her. She's Shirtless Girl.
Shirtless Girl.
Working in the chemistry lab one day, sophomore year, nothing seemed amiss. But that night, an amazing transformation took place. And the next morning, young Debbie Yabo woke to find...
My God, I'm huge. I must dedicate these to fighting evil.
Little did Debbie know that years before on the planet Lactoid, a planet whose gravity was causing it to sag dangerously toward the sun, her father, Major Yabo, and Mother Teton sent their infant daughter, Areola, rocketing through the Milky Way to Earth, knowing one day she'd become Shirtless Girl, keeping the city of Metropolis safe.
Okay, nobody move. Hand over all the money.
It's Shirtless Girl!
Not so fast, bad guy.
Oh, yeah, like some dame is gonna...
Get a load of these.
Huh? Oh, I can't run away. Hell, I can't even walk.
Thanks, Shirtless Girl!
You're welcome, citizens. Don't touch those.
Sorry.
Along with her fellow superheroines, Wonder Bra Woman, Bikini Spider Woman, The Flash, and the Green Horny, Shirtless Girl formed the Legion of Super Hooters.
Look, it's the tat signal. Some boob must need help. I better call my teenage bosom buddy A-Cup and head to the wet cave. I I know. I'll use the Hooter Scooter.
And once again, Circus Girl, you've kept Metropolis safe and warm and snug and soft, bouncy. Once again, defeating your art.
822 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rain has moved in. Our temperature continues to fall. We'll be down to 32 tonight with a freeze warning in effect.
No, thank you.
Sunshine and 59 tomorrow.
Just say no.
It's currently 58 and rain. Hey, I'm just telling you.
That'd be great. Just say no to the weather.
If only we could.
Got a guy shirtless out there in the winter. No, I don't believe this is happening. I choose to be warm. No, that's not how it works, sir. Let's get back to the action, shall we? We have an issue here. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, the home of the frozen arrow on my computer.
I'm frozen back here, physically.
Yeah, I know. I got my winter coat on, too, dude. I get it.
Oh, I got it. I got it to work again.
Okay.
Of course, it's playing the French national anthem. I don't know how that happened.
Why do you have the French national anthem?
I just have it handy. It's just that the mouse froze, and so I had just to press it and finally pressed it.
I have a question for everybody in the room.
Go ahead.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how funny is this?
9.
Tom, what would you give that?
It's sort of a June week.
I'd give it a 6.9.
Yeah, you would. Honestly,
easily
as
lame as
7.
Godwin gave it a 9.
It always makes me laugh.
Ace, you need to hear it again?
If I were 5, it'd be funny.
If it were a 5?
I said if I were 5.
Oh. What?
Once again, what's the name of Ace's book, Jim?
If you were 5.
I don't.
Ace's book is called what?
Unreasonable Confidence.
Okay, great. Okay, good. We got that.
It's like profiles and courage.
We do have farting in the news.
Do we?
A man in the UK received a suspended jail sentence after farting in an Uber.
Have you read this whole story? This gets really bad.
What else are you doing?
Gee, I wonder where I got the story.
All right, so...
An inebriated James Millett was being driven home from a club in Kingswood.
Excuse me, I'd like an Uber for Snatcher's Cleft.
James Mullet?
M-A-L-L-E-T-T.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Mallet. When he broke wind in Alexander Bonchev's car, Bristol Crown Court heard that the...
Enough.
gas, if you will, was the final straw for Bonchev, who had suffered abuse from other fares and asked Millett to get out of his car.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, Mr. Millett began punching Mr. Bonchev, who knocked the 35-year-old down in self-defense.
I will throttle you.
After pleading guilty to assault last November, Millett was suspended to 6 months in jail, suspended for 18 months in order to pay $650 in compensation.
Pardon my arse.
As well as complete 120 hours in unpaid work. Is that volunteer work in the UK?
My barristers are appealing, I assure you.
Man, it's really unbelievable that this guy apparently has a serious episode of flatulence in the vehicle, and they end up in this massive fist fight.
Well, you know.
They're going to do a TV version of this, of course.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's called Law and Order.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You're wrong. You're simply wrong.
Law and Odor.
I thought you were going to go for ASCAP.
Because then you can go Law and Odor SBD. You can do all yes.
Although ASCAP is very good.
ASCAP is good.
It doesn't go all the way, though. Cash Cab, it falls a little bit. But.
Yeah. I didn't give you the whole story. I'm sorry, Christy.
No, that's okay. I don't want to know the whole story because I'm sure that there's some kind of leakage involved, and I don't want to know about it.
No, it's much more sad than that.
Oh, great. Okay, hey, let's change the subject.
And the guy has he broke his finger, so he must have pulled it really hard.
Hey, pull it. Not that hard.
Actually, my anus is prolapsed.
Sir.
The driver was fired, and then he was unable to pay his rent, and he was forced to return to Bulgaria.
So why are you...
Boy, do I have a story for you.
We would have been supremely oblivious to what happened had you not...
Why did you speak up? Why didn't you leave well enough alone?
No, I just thought people wanted to know.
Yeah, I guess.
And so in other words, they're going today, well, at least I didn't get...
Deported.
Sent back to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way there are people in Bulgaria is that they were sent there. They have to live there.
It's not bad here. We eat turnip. Oh, that sounds lovely.
Turnip soup.
We have trees very big.
The great taste
Bigger
of
than most
turnip
trees.
now in a soup.
Grilled turnip.
Cold primarily.
Bucket
Grilled only in summer.
Gosh, if I don't know enough about Bulgaria for this to be offensive, so it's fine.
Where is Bulgaria?
Bulgaria is just south
Eastern
of
Europe.
Wales.
Right between Wales and
It's in
Turkey.
the heart of vampire country, I believe.
Is it?
And
That might be true, yeah.
It's just vampire country.
they make a lot of seasonings and dusts for foods.
Okay. But now we.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm waiting.
Happy birthday, Donnie.
Thank you, Christy.
You're
Donnie's
welcome.
birthday?
Wow, happy birthday, big guy.
You other dicks are no different than my mom Phyllis. She wakes me up and hands me a list of chores. I swear to God.
Sorry.
And what's worse, I'll get on CompuServe, log in my favorite site, and find out my profile's now expired on Christian Mingle.
Oh.
Nobody even sang to me yet. Tom, you play the French national anthem. Josh hits his fart machine. Shit brags about anal gate.
Anal gate.
That's par for the chorus. Swear to God. Thank God I've still got enough birthday card money. Head back Spencer's today.
Oh, what you gonna get?
I've had a lava lamp on layaway forever, but you know if you make a payment on your birthday, they match it.
Oh, that's
Really?
nice.
I swear to God, so I'm going to use my in-store credit finally get that banana hammock for my hog.
That'll be attractive.
It's his birthday, too.
Yes.
Yeah?
And the fact remains, I hope it's bigger than the last one I got. The last one I tried on, I popped the seams like Elvis with his Aztec jumpsuit during Pork Salad Annie. And you know, to think yesterday, I thought somebody told me surprise party had a schedule because I noticed a bow in my boat. But turns out it's just nylon straps the county put around it trying to pull it out of the mud. So, spoiler alert. I'll say it like this. Time flies. You know, birthdays remind us of that. The time don't stop. I'll never forget 10 years ago, I was so stoked because I won a $20 voucher at Xanadu's. Mm-hmm. But you had to use it on your birthday. So I woke up early, jumped Angel Skinner's Dachshund. She had cotton mouth, so I settled for a dry rub tuggy before we took off. That way, I'd make the most of the gift card at Xanadu's. I mean, it's my birthday. You ain't getting an easy one. Well, next thing you know, it was a bloodbath. Dennis and Wayne and them laid off over half the staff because one of the girls got MRSA. So the only one left on day shift to honor my gift card was my mom, Phyllis.
Oh, no, Donnie.
Spoiler alert. The answer is no, Christy. I just used it to pay my cover and spent the rest on jukebox so she could hear November Rains.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
In some ways, birthdays are like warts when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
They're always going to be with you. They flare up once a year, and there's a seed in it that reminds you where you came from.
Oh.
What? Worst part about birthdays
Just let 'em
now. Worst part's having to reply to everybody on Facebook. Even if you don't reply, they block you, or you lose friends. You know, it's sort of like funerals. If people sign a book and you don't send a thank you letter, they get pissed. But if we take the time to send all them letters, we may as well just stay at the funeral home and hop in the casket. And people who expect something in return for they give are what I call a dick bastard. Like this week, I go to the dentist, had to get a filling. I hate going to the dentist. Most of all the paperwork, 15 different forms. I didn't know if I was getting a filling or at least a new Civic. Oh, and then she said, when was your last filling? And gave me a pop quiz. Had to think about it. You know, my teeth are like pea gravel. They're strong, tough, and discolored. So I ain't had to worry about the aftermarket work of my mouth in forever. And I told her lady, my last filling was I was probably 4 or 5 years old. That's when my mom Phyllis gave me a suppository.
Oh, nice.
And it's a legal form. I had to do it under oath. But to this day, I still won't eat Mike and Ike's regular. Oh, and Christy, spoiler alert.
What?
Don't worry. I don't expect a cake this birthday.
Oh, okay, good.
I'll just settle for some papusa.
Right to her face, Donnie.
Right to my face.
It's very educational.
Yeah, a lot.
Learned a lot.
It really is Donnie's birthday, though. So if
happy
you see him
birthday,
today,
Donnie.
Yes, my goodness.
tug his mullet and say happy birthday.
I did not know that. Well, thank you very
We
much.
have an update on your ironing story, by the way.
What's that?
Well, we posted a picture of Tom. He decided to iron outdoors the other day.
Because he's a madman.
Such a nice day. He
Yes.
thought, hey, I'm gonna do
I have
this
a very
outside.
small laundry room. There's not a lot of space in there.
The first thing I noticed, you're ironing your jeans inside out?
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Really? Why?
Why?
What does that do?
I don't know. It just says so right in the jeans. It does not. You're supposed to wash them inside. I don't know.
I know you're supposed to wash them inside out because it saves the dye from coming off, but
You're reading the directions on jeans?
Well, and here's the interesting thing. He will not listen to anybody in this room.
No.
Refuses to take advice, but you read the label on your jeans.
Well, it makes sense that you wash your jeans inside out because that's where the farts are. I don't know.
There you go.
Why you?
Thank you.
I don't know why you would.
It doesn't say that. I did not make that mental leap.
Right.
You're a man of science.
He is a man of science.
I don't think there's a reason to iron them inside out.
Well, they're already inside out. I might as well leave them that way for a
because
while.
Oh, you
washed
gonna wear
them
them
inside
inside out too?
In the movie Cheaper by the Dozen, they are making fun of the oldest sister's boyfriend. And one of the kids goes, Dad, he irons his jeans. He's a weirdo. That is a trope for weird people. How do you do it?
Okay, let me add a little to this to make it make
Are you wearing jeans right now?
Yeah.
Are they ironed?
They have a crease in them?
Not really.
Are they inside out?
Are they creased?
Oh, yeah. Do you
Where's your
crease,
rodeo buckle?
Do you crease your jeans? Do you crease them or just iron them
No.
flat?
Just here's the thing. Let me explain what I was doing. I had to get some new jeans.
Get comfortable.
I don't like wearing crisp new jeans.
Okay. All right.
So since the girls are out of town this week,
Oh, my God. He's over there loose.
I this weekend, every time I'd walk by the washer, I'd put the jeans back in and wash them again.
So how many times do you think?
At least 20.
20!
So you're like, oh,
20.
they stopped. I got to wash them again.
You are
20
You are
times.
totally insane.
Are you drying them after
And I
you
would
wash
throw in that really heavy powder. So just to loosen them up. Get
What, Cascade?
What do you mean heavy powder?
Whatever. It comes in a box.
Laundry powder?
Yeah.
Laundry detergent?
You mean laundry detergent?
No, but it's some special
Was it
OxyContin
20
or
Mule
something.
Team Borax? What is it?
It's called Oxy something, right?
OxyClean?
OxyClean?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So I've washed the jeans like 20 times.
Yeah.
In fact, I wasn't happy with them. They're in the wash right now.
Again, so 21.
No. I've been washing them all day. Every time I walk by the laundry, if it's done, I put them back in.
All right. That's,
What color are you looking for?
Not color. It's you
Yeah, they're
want
going to
that,
be white before
that
it's done.
lived-in feel.
Oh,
not very
If you came
Why don't
in,
you wear them?
If you came in and you said this whole weekend, I walked around, I did not notice that my jeans were inside out. I went shopping in stores. It wouldn't shock me at all.
No.
No, but
Why don't you buy your jeans already broken in?
You can do that.
Yeah, they
You
sell 'em
can
like
do that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I have a pair of
I don't know
jeans.
who's worn them. That's
I have
disgusting.
a pair of jeans that came yesterday. I washed them, and I have them on today. I washed them once, and I'll let you feel them, and you
Stand
you
up
tell
and let
me,
us see.
You tell me if they feel soft or not.
Ooh,
Give us a
that
spin,
looks nice.
chickie.
See, there you go.
Oh, yeah, they
What's
look
the backside look like?
Look at
Yeah.
that. They're like
What's the
they're
backside?
soft.
I wanna
One
know.
time. I washed them one time. You lunatic!
Where do you buy your jeans?
The store.
From Levi's or something?
No. I went to the store and I bought them, tried them on.
All right.
I bought a whole bunch. I bought like 6 pair at the same time.
Are they at least Levi's?
I don't know what kind they are. They're just
So all
jeans.
6 are in the washing machine?
You don't know what brand of...
You don't know what brand they are?
No idea.
Oh, wow.
Did you go by yourself? Or did somebody buy them for
No, I
you?
went with someone.
Okay.
I want to see Tom in a skinny jean.
No.
No, thanks.
That ain't going to happen.
Not right now.
I like the fact that Tom, regardless of how much he weighs, always wears XX clothes.
Oh, yeah.
His shirts, his pants.
It's like Seinfeld in the early 90s.
48 waist.
So big,
Oh, yeah.
Got breathing room in here. That's what I like. A little cotton. All-American cotton, ladies and gentlemen.
So you bought 6 pairs. Are you washing them all together? Or are you just doing them one at a time?
Right now, we're focusing on the 2.
All right.
You think you washed them 30 times?
Oh, at least. Every time I walk by the washing machine, if it's done, I put them back.
Okay.
At least there's method to your madness.
I don't know why I think this is insane. I'm sure a lot of people do this.
This is what resigned frustration sounds like. Go ahead, Josh. He washed them 30 times.
All right.
Did you hear what Tom just said?
No.
I'm sure a lot of people do this. That's what he just said.
The problem is, after I ironed them inside out, I realized they weren't soft enough. So
a lot of people don't do this because they don't let mental patients do their own laundry.
So how often do you have to get a new washer? Every 3 months?
high quality washing machine.
Look, no one does this but you.
No one.
Absolutely no one washes one pair of jeans.
Do you cut
over
off the
30
tops of your
times.
socks with scissors?
What? What the hell are you
You
doing?
didn't know about that, Willie?
No, I don't do that either. I know you do it, but I don't do that
You
either.
cut off the tops of your socks?
The gathering of the top of
What the hell is wrong with you? Those look like socks that an orphan in a play would wear.
Look at Willie. Willie is genuinely embarrassed and worried.
You're an Annie.
I like that loose feel.
It's a hard knot.
Just take your socks, take a pair of scissors, and just slice off the top.
I love this.
Why do you do that?
At the end of the day, I want my socks at the bottom of my shoe. That's what I want. I want them to be sliding down all the whole time.
Why do you do that?
You make fun of people who have intentionally ripped jeans, yet you cut your socks up like a crazy...
Makes sense to me.
Oh,
It's not funny.
There are
You
people
don't
out
like
there
the
that have
elastic?
taken a pair of jeans.
How does
and
it
washed
make
them 50
sense to
times.
you? How does that make sense to anyone?
Does the
By the way,
elastic bind you?
I did a little research. The best way to do it is to wash your jeans in vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
If I smell like vinegar, you'll know why.
Okay.
All right.
It's just mind-blowing.
Just let him go.
He doesn't like the way they fit.
Like
I buy
fabric
belts and I cut off the buckle. And then they're too tight.
I buy a shirt, I cut off the collar.
There are your jeans right there.
Here's the photo.
It's a matter of
Oh
comfort.
my gosh.
Yeah, there we go. Those are my jeans. That's my driveway.
Yeah.
A lunatic.
Look, you have witches in your trees. Those are cool.
I got the witches in my trees. Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of iron you running there? Is that a Rowenta? I like those.
You got an extension
He's
cord.
got an extension cord. You found an extension cord. You couldn't find one. You had to search around the house. Go iron these outside. You need an extension cord.
Where's the distilled
That's
water?
the driveway of an insane man.
It is.
What that is.
I hope you get attacked by wolves. You're out there ironing.
Good Lord.
The
How'd he die? He was attacked by wolves ironing in his
God, my God.
Well, at least you got the ironer in your hand.
Fighting them off?
That would
I'm
probably
out in the
scare off a
driveway
wolf.
and I'm
Off a
ironing my
bobcat with
jeans
a-
and I'm attacked by a wolf. I don't know what happened.
Apparently, they like the smell of warmed up denim.
And vinegar.
Yeah,
I mean, no, I tried to communicate with their leader. He wouldn't listen to me.
Who wants to iron in a little tiny laundry room? It's depressing.
I take my iron to the living room and I do it in front of the TV.
How about
In
there
the
you go?
kitchen.
Yeah.
Makes
How about
sense.
that, or you iron your clothes, then you go outside and have a sit. How about that?
Take a nice walk.
Do
How about
what?
that? Have a sit.
You take
Oh,
a
a
sit
sit.
outside.
You sit down.
If I came to his house and he was sitting outside, I'd be terrified. I'd call 911. I'd go, what are you doing?
Tom is like a great white shark. If he stops, he dies.
He realizes what he's going on. And
Well, thank you very much. Another thing that I like to do is cook, and I'm getting a little tired of my own cooking. I got to admit it. Therefore, I am a fan of HelloFresh. Christy and I are the big fans here. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. What does that mean? Well, the box arrives. Inside the box, by the way, full directions. Everything has been, of course, they've done all the shopping, obviously, and they've done all the measuring, which is the best part. Then you just follow the information on the cards, and you make food that's better than you would make on your own by far. Christy, what's the last thing you made? You remember?
It was a chicken dish. What was it called? It had like fire chili sauce on it.
Oh,
It was
nice.
so good.
Well, they've got every
But it
week.
wasn't hot.
fire chili chicken?
Might have been.
Every week, 22 chef-curated recipes from HelloFresh. And I was reading an article about this. Americans are getting really sick of their own cooking, so this is the time to try this
Yeah,
out.
it is.
Especially with winter coming. HelloFresh, by the way, has recyclable packaging, so they're saving on that issue. And pre-portioned ingredients means you'll have a lot less food waste. Try it out. It's really simple. And the folks at HelloFresh have made it almost impossible not to try it with this offer. You go to HelloFresh.com, use the code BTSHOW. You get $80 off 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Promo code is BTSHOW, like Bob Tom Show. HelloFresh.com, $80 off, free shipping on your first box. You'll be amazed at what a good cook you can be. And also, you'll learn about vegetables and stuff you didn't even know existed. That's the great thing. I didn't realize, like, the little tiny packets of spices can make something so much better. So you'll be saving a lot of time. You don't have to go to the grocery, and a lot of food, because you'll be cooking with a system designed to be efficient. HelloFresh. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We're coming right back with what?
Sports Bulletin coming up.
Okay, good. Well, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for joining us today. Wednesday, October the 15th. Today's Thursday. See, people put paper in front of me and I just read it. Thursday. Today's Thursday, the 15th of October. Hope that didn't mess you up. Man, I need some more coffee. I'm going to go get that while you do this. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Max Muncy's Grand Slam capped a record-setting 11-run first inning for the Dodgers. They coasted to a 15-3 rout of the Atlanta Braves and cut their National League Championship Series deficit 2-1. George Springer broke a tie with a 2-run homer. Jose Altuve also went deep and hit an RBI double, and Zach Greinke escaped a bases-loaded jam for the Astros, who beat Tampa Bay 4-3 to stay alive in the ALCS at 3-1. College football news, Alabama coach Nick Saban and athletic director Greg Byrne have tested positive for the virus 3 days before the SEC biggest regular season showdown. Both said their test Wednesday morning came back positive, but Saban said he didn't have any symptoms by late afternoon. And in the NFL, the New England Patriots activated quarterback Cam Newton from the COVID list. Newton expected to practice with the team this afternoon, which likely would lead to his starting Sunday against Denver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My buddy grew up near a pig farm. You know, it was basically what you described. Because she said, come spring, manure was so rich you could smell the blood in it. So she had, I swear to God, she kept the lights on 24/7 too. Man, I got a busy weekend coming up.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Hang on a minute.
I'm still.
You got to give us a second there.
Yes. Blood in the stool. Wasn't that one of your bands? A Mellencamp song?
That was an acoustic project we used to do.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm not ready to start. I'm such a nice guy. I'm boss. I'm hip. I'm fab. I'm such a great guy. Of course, it's almost noon, so you're gonna have to pick up my tab. Please take me home to meet your folks. They'll have to laugh at all my jokes. I know they'll dig me because I am the most. I'm so perfect.
He's a bitchin' guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tom Tones.
Oh, Mr. Bismarck. Hi, Mr. Irvine. We love you.
I'm such a nice guy. My personality just won't quit. I'm such a great guy. There's no odor at all when I take an enormous. I'm a perfect 10, as you can see. When you sleep tonight, you'll dream of me. And of course, I'd like you to lend me money interest-free. I'm a genius.
He's a bitchin' guy.
The Tom Tones, ladies and gentlemen. Wilhelmina Baker. Carlita Story. Chris Clay. And what's your name, honey?
Phyllis.
Phyllis. Phyllis Kaiser. A perfect personality. On Jesus' wall, there's a picture of me. As you can guess, my name is Tommy G. My palms are hairy. Now, wait a second. My lyric sheet says my palms are hairy. He's a bitchin' guy. Try that one more time. I've got the perfect personality. Mount Rushmore will soon have a bust of me. As you can guess, my name is Tommy G. I'm a genius.
He's a bitchin' guy.
My father. 8:48 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Quick update on the weather, Christy Lee.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Rain today. Our temperatures will be falling. Right now we have 56 degrees.
Thank you very much. Mindy TV 23, 11:30 tonight. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Ace, check. Chick, check. Christy, check. Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, check. This is Tom. There's Willie. Let's see. There's the lovely Jessica Alsman and the handsome Pat Godwin.
Hello.
All weighing in. We're all here ready to pounce because it's time for something very special on the Bob and Tom Show. Of course, I'm talking about, some would call it a joke. Others would call it the Ace Cosby joke of the day as we once again delve into the meaning of life in contemporary culture with our engineer, Ace Cosby. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Ace.
Now, you remember the historical figure Karl Marx?
Of course.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people remember his sister, Anya. She invented the Stardust pistol.
Anya Marx.
Get set, go.
Invented the starter pistol.
When he said Karl Marx, my head went into my hand.
Where's this going?
That's exactly what I did.
Could have gone with Richard Marx.
Groucho Marx.
Leon Trotsky.
Median angle.
Different joke, though.
Dick Marx.
The Atlanta Falcons have 4 positive COVID tests this morning. They have closed their facility, and they are slated to play the Vikings on Sunday. And, of course, with this latest development, that game is in jeopardy. And also, we've had an update on Nick Saban. According to COVID protocol, he is not allowed to communicate with any team member or member of his staff while he's testing positive and in quarantine in no way, form, or fashion.
That doesn't make any sense. He can't
Don't
call his
ask me
assistant coach.
Don't ask me any questions.
I just think you're wrong.
Those
on
are the
this.
rules.
I think you misread the story, or you fell for some fake story. One of the two.
That's exactly.
You're talking out your
In
ass.
the light of the fact that any coach can test positive, we try to have protocol in place. If we lost a coach, never mind.
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Got a letter from Mr. Pat Godwin.
Yes.
Enjoys so much the Gardner Minshew song.
You're the one.
I think it was
We all had
lovely.
fun with it.
We certainly enjoyed it. I know that you're having Pat do the pencil-thin mustache later this week, which is very exciting. After that, can you please have him grow a giant Fu Manchu so the next time he sings the Gardner Minshew song, he'll look like Mr. Minshew? That's a great idea.
Signed Tom Griswold.
Mr. Menchu.
Isn't that nice?
Bring us a song.
You could sing. You could, sing it Asgard. Yes.
Now, we have Christy Lee at her base, the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What have you got over there?
Oh, what do I have? NASA has set new rules for the moon.
New rules for the moon?
Do we own the moon? How can we set rules for the moon?
Well, it's an international...
I'm pretty sure it is ours. We were there first. Our flag's on.
That's true.
Right?
Space Agency released a
Well, no, I think we had the first man on the moon, I think.
Finders keepers, I say.
Well, the first one to come back.
Yeah, there's a chance the Russians had the first man in the moon.
It's littered with...
I'm sorry.
The Space Agency released a set of guidelines for its Artemis moon landing program based on the 1967 Outer Space Treaty and other agreements.
I swear I thought you were going to say the Artemis space program based on the 1967 television show
Wild Wild West.
Yes.
With Artemis Gordon.
Great show.
How do I remember that?
Great show.
I can't remember who my
Made
kids
into
are.
a not great movie.
Yeah. The number one rule everyone must follow: you must come in peace. To the moon.
So don't go up there and start nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, don't be looking for trouble.
That's right.
Don't be
Space
putting your missiles up.
Yeah, leave your guns at home.
Lightsabers.
I'm pretty sure when we started the Earth, we had the same rule. Don't anybody go starting nothing.
That's right.
And here we are.
Also, no secrecy. All launched objects need to be identified and registered.
Okay.
All members agree to pitch in with astronaut emergencies.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And pitch in around the moon, too. Sweep up a little bit.
Everyone must safely dispose of their space junk.
There you go. Yeah.
That's very much on the list.
You don't just leave it there like we did last time. That's certainly an eyesore for any Martians walking around the moon.
Well,
What we leave
Yeah.
up there?
Bunch of stuff.
Like plaques, though, right?
No, there are like moon buggies parked up there and all sorts
Didn't
of
we leave
stuff.
the camera up there?
Isn't part of the lunar module still sitting
I think so.
I thought so.
Well, for those of you who believe we went to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
God.
and there's also that big sign the fellas left up there: "No girls allowed."
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's changing.
Yeah, that is changing.
He-Man Woman Haters Club up there on the moon.
They must also...
Isn't the next moon landing?
It's going to have a woman,
Yeah.
I believe.
There we
They
go.
must also preserve historic lunar landmarks, such as Apollo 11's Tranquility Base, which is
in case you
still
want
up
to go there
there.
on your vacation.
Yeah. That'd
Look,
be
there's
a
where
cool
Neil Armstrong
Airbnb.
stepped. Yeah.
Airbnb, the Tranquility.
The lunar module.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
No.
So far, 8 countries have signed these Artemis Accords. Founding members include the United States, Australia, Canada, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, United Arab Emirates, and the United Kingdom.
Missing?
Missing?
The Ruskies.
Like Luxembourg has a shot. Okay.
Yeah, if we get a guy stuck in the moon, well, somebody call Luxembourg.
Well, that's true.
Tom,
India's not on here. They're doing.
Weren't you going to be an investment group to put a restaurant up there on the moon?
Yeah, but I
Changed your mind, did you?
Yeah, and the food was great, but obviously no atmosphere.
Love that joke.
It's an old one. It's older than the moon, actually.
Yeah, actually, yes.
I don't know if the Russians are going to sign this thing or not, but
Interesting.
We are considering.
Yes.
Okay.
Unrelated.
They're doing a TV show about it. Oh, this is weak.
Oh boy.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
This is known as a delayed callback tag. They're doing a TV show about it.
Uh-huh.
They're calling it Law and Orbit.
I like that better. I like that better than Law and Odor.
Oh, I love Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order is good.
Law and Order will be coming back.
Okay.
I'm not going to forget that one. What have we got coming up, Christy? Oh, I know.
Well, we have retractable plaza lightsabers. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes.
Yes.
They're real and they're super cool.
Yeah.
The nerds are going to take over the world. They're great.
Of course they are.
The story that I want you to do is the one about I don't know if you saw this, the 11-year-old kid that stole the bus
Yeah, I have that.
and drove it for almost an hour.
Oh, boy.
Flipping off the cops. It's the best.
Brazen.
Somebody needs a timeout. We'll find out about that next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself to a Bob and Tom VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, or you know someone who does, it makes a great holiday gift. Check out the Bob and Tom VIP premium service, including the live 7-camera video stream of the show as it happens each and every morning. Jeff Oskey taking care of that for us. Plus, you get the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast, the Bob and Tom archives, the album library. Oh, yeah, it's all there waiting for you. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump and challenger Joe Biden will compete for a TV audience in dueling town hall meetings instead of meeting face-to-face for their second debate as originally planned. The two will take questions in different cities on different networks tonight. Trump on NBC from Miami, Biden on ABC from Philadelphia. The Senate Judiciary Committee poised to take the first steps toward approving Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. After 2 days of questioning, the committee is scheduled to start considering the nomination this morning. The meeting is a procedural formality and will be conducted ahead of a panel of law experts and advocates who will testify for and against Barrett's nomination. A vote by the committee isn't expected until next week. And flu vaccines protect against seasonal influenza, not the coronavirus, but avoiding the flu especially important this year. Health officials encouraging you to get the flu shot or nasal spray by the end of this month so doctors and hospitals don't face the extra strain of having to treat the flu in midst of the coronavirus pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Dear Allie, I moved in with my girlfriend about a month ago, and we got into a huge fight because she saw me liking other girls' Instagram posts. She was flipping out, then she got really quiet, stared hard at me, pulled her pants down, and peed on the floor. Wow.
That went from crazy to crazy.
Yeah. That's that's nuts.
Was she raised by dogs?
No, you change your phone number, erase your social media, and get away from her.
Yeah.
Run away.
And get that phone number to Pat Godwin.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Church league softball fist fight, getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church league softball fist fight, a buddy laying on a hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip. Ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church league softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Well, no, my dad never yelled. He just stared at us. It just was a scary thing. Because, you're just having fun in the dark and just fooling around, jumping from the top of one bunk to the other and sometimes colliding in midair with another guy. Stuff like that.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden the light comes on. You'd be talking and messing around and all of a sudden the light would be on and he would just be there. and it psyched the heck out of us. And then that's when we knew he wasn't dead. There you go. and you just like, you ever see like the wildlife shows and the prairie dogs and their heads pop up and they.
One at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Temperature is falling. Rain's moved into the area. We're at 54 degrees. We do have a freeze warning in effect tonight, down to 32, 59 for the high tomorrow.
Josh is a player. He's right there. Josh, you were the man. Tell me more.
Well, thank you kindly. I'm a player on FanDuel Sportsbook. That's right. It's easy to find and place bets. They've got some of the best odds and bet types you'll find anywhere, and they even get you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new users can place their first bet risk-free and get up to $1,000 back in site credit if they don't win. That's $1,000. Seriously, just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, you'll get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in bonus site credit. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. Promo code WFBQ is what you want to use, and you must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires in 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. I look around the room. I see Willie. It's like the beginning of Romper Room. Remember that? I see Chicky and Joshy and AC and Willie and Patty. And Jessica E. and
Halsey,
Christy.
Christy.
You like Halsey?
Yeah, that was my name in school, basically.
When you were a softball player?
And basketball and soccer. And
okay, all right.
track
toot your horn.
and volleyball. I'm so good. Bowling.
Ping pong.
Showed up at a golf tournament, won that.
All right. You get the point. My God. You're like Ace, but you can back it up. Once again, the title of Ace's new book.
Unreasonable Confidence.
I can do that.
See, there it is. Ace is our engineer, of course. Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Josh is in a very special spot. It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. If the phone rings again, of course, it's the Straight Talk hotline. But right now, Christy, I mentioned this kid that stole the bus. Age, what is it, 11?
Yeah, an 11-year-old boy in Louisiana stole a school bus, which he then crashed following a police chase. Baton Rouge police spokesman L. Gene McKinney Jr. told NBC News the boy drove away from officers for 45 minutes Sunday morning before he crashed into a tree. McNeely added that the 11-year-old allegedly taunted and flipped off officers while hitting other vehicles during the chase.
Yeah. I'm sorry, he's 11?
11. The little boy not injured, but a driver in one of the vehicles had suffered a minor injury after the car was hit.
You know, they caught him.
How?
Stopped at a railroad crossing.
Oh, yeah. So they were able to jump out and get him, man.
See the back of a school bus.
So that was really more informational than anything else.
Back of a school bus says, we stop at all railroad. Apparently, you guys can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But as Willie was saying, this guy's like the greatest moment of his. He's a sixth grade legend.
Yeah, I mean, this is terrible. This kid is a bad person.
No,
probably.
he's a badass.
Oh, his parents got to enjoy a couple hours of peace and quiet.
He's going to have a lot of fun in juvie.
Yeah, what do you mean? What a terror. He's flipping off the police?
Yeah, that's
And
not
he's
good.
11?
I like this kid.
There you go.
I couldn't do my homework, teacher. Someone stole our bus.
I mean, he's got more guts than I do. I'll say that. I don't think I want to have these kind of guts, but
He's
man.
an idiot.
Sure.
The kid's
got balls.
Mental problems.
Yeah, kids got balls.
We don't know that. He may have just been looking for a good time.
Really?
Yeah.
On him.
So
Have you ever wanted to drive a bus?
So if this kid comes and steals your car today, starts driving erratically, driving over people's lawns, endangering toddlers and flipping off the cops, it's okay with you?
I'd rather him not endanger the toddlers and flip off the cops, but I am all for him having a good time.
In your car?
I've got insurance.
Really? That surprises me. Now, Pat,
That I have insurance?
Yes.
Oh,
Pat, I see you've got your guitar out.
Yes, let's sing. The kid on the bus is fleeing the cops, fleeing the cops, fleeing the cops. The kid on the bus flipped off the cops all through the town. Here we go. The cops in pursuit say, please pull over. Please pull over. Please pull over. The kid on the bus flipped off the cops all through the town. The kid at the wheel flipped the bus. Flip the bus. Flip the bus. The cops in pursuit put on the cuffs, and the kid went to jail.
The kid went to jail is a funny sentence.
What's the minimum age for juvie?
Is there a minimum? I think it's juvie.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's under 18. You're in juvie.
What if you're like 7? I mean, do they?
Yeah, I think it's the opposite. I mean, you can be tried in as adult and go to
adult prison when you're older.
Is that it?
In the older teens, right?
Well, and also sometimes depending on the crime.
Right.
You know. Murder 1.
Well,
You talk about this?
Steal a cookie, you get sent to the corner. Steal a bus, maybe juvie.
Okay, very good. Well,
Do we still have juvie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Pat's got some brochures.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of literature if you'd like to read it.
And usually the people who call it juvie are either related to someone or have been to.
Yeah. And to be fair, my dad's the one who gave Pat all the brochures. He had plenty laying around the house.
Oh, it depends on what state you're in. So some have a minimum age of 10, some have 12.
Oh,
some
really?
don't really care. It could be 6.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I don't know. 6?
6?
That might, I mean.
Just hug your kid. Like,
Yeah, what's this kid's issue?
It's,
Yeah.
This could be a good kid. He just had.
Maybe he wants to be a race driver.
He's flipping off the cops. He's
maybe he didn't know who they were.
This is real life Ricky Bobby. Did he steal something?
Yeah.
I want to drive fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ricky Bobby meets the Duke boys.
Right.
Okay, well, we'll see. They're not going to release his name, though, because of HIPAA laws. Oh, wait a minute.
No, it's Jippa. No, wait a minute.
I'm sorry, Christy. What else you got over there?
Police in Oslo seized a privately owned electric scooter that can go 3 times over the speed limit.
Oslo, good crossword word.
Oh, is it really?
All the time.
The scooter in question was allegedly able to reach a top speed
Wait a
of
minute.
36 miles per hour.
Eggheads.
What?
Oh, that's a good crossword.
No, it shows up all the time.
Oh, super.
Police said
And a very obscure member of Saturday Night Live, Sherry O'Terry, shows up constantly in crossword puzzles.
Oh, yeah, O'Terry and Sherry, both good crossword words.
Yeah, sorry. Back to you, Christy.
Would you say just crosswords or crossword words?
Crossword words.
Okay, because crosswords.
Because I say ATM machine.
Crosswords are mean.
Just so people can write me and go, the M stands for machine. All right. Thanks. Congratulations. You spelled ATM right. Next.
Police said e-scooters can have a maximum top speed of just 12.4 miles per hour. The owner faces prosecution. Rental e-scooters are a common sight in European cities. Some people riding them have ended up in emergency rooms with serious injuries. Numerous fatalities have occurred.
Oh.
So having an electric scooter going 3 times the legal limit is not a good thing.
Wow. Willie, you rented one of those over the weekend. You were telling me, and I got furious.
Over the weekend, I had a beer or two with a buddy, and then we were going.
Even smarter, drunk driving a scooter.
No, I had a beer or two. I wasn't intoxicated. I had a beer or two, but
maybe this should be that whole conversation.
I was
off the air. We talk about
and then as I'm driving, I just go, "Oh, this is tremendously unsafe. I'm never doing this again." But yeah, it was fun. It was fine. And then I had an issue. I couldn't park it in the wrong thing because the app sucked. But I got my money back, and it's fine.
Boy, that's Griswoldian, isn't it? It was the app that was
the problem. Not that I was loaded and couldn't figure out what the phone was.
There you go. See what happened? Thank you, Chick. Thanks for backing me up on that, buddy.
I took some uppers, sobered me up a little bit.
That's right. How are you going to get sober? Cocaine, of course. What am I, an idiot?
You know, those scooters are. That was supposed to be like the big thing. Mm-hmm. A bunch of stock market that went crazy, and that's not going to, especially places that have a serious winter. Are those really going to take off?
Well, I wish someone would invent a helmet app that goes along with it.
Kidding.
Don't hurt their cranium.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did you say? A lot of people are dead from riding these things?
In Europe, yeah, that's what they said.
Well, whoops. Okay. They look like fun, though.
Yeah. A lot of things that can kill you look like fun.
Same ways.
Engineers have constructed a...
They're not really scooting if they're going that fast.
No, that's not scooting.
I wonder what the world record is. I bet there's a jet one of those somewhere.
Probably.
A jet scooter?
Oh,
I bet you it's in Australia. Those guys seem pretty crazy down there.
Yeah. Did you
go to jet scooter?
If you get arrested for speeding in a scooter, I mean, then you go to jail. Not a lot of street cred. You know?
No.
Hey, you in a gang? Oh, yes. They call me Scooter. Oh, did you see the thing? We need to do some homework on this. Another jetpack.
Yeah, Los Angeles Airport.
The second one in like 2 months.
Do they think they may be related?
They think they might be. I can pull that story up if you give me. We'll do it
in a couple
back.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do it right now.
Darn it! I don't have time right now.
What a load of crap. Are we ready or not?
I thought this was a damn award-winning
I thought we
radio
were
show.
doing
Well, when it's time to
lightsabers.
go, we have to go back to Ace's joke.
Oh, that's right.
Karl Marx's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Anya Marx. No, we're not ready. So we'll get to that guy flying around. We'll feature a little bit of Tim Wilson.
Yay.
The classic.
I got something for you too, a little surprise.
The classic jetpack song. Oh, we got a surprise from
Well,
Patty.
we're going to play Tim Wilson, all right? Just sit back and relax.
This is today. It's fresh. It's relatable. You're going to enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pat.
It's about Tom.
Okay. Well, thank you.
It's about Tom. It's about
Tom. It's about
LinkedIn. You've heard of LinkedIn, of course. I did not know that they had 690 million members worldwide. And LinkedIn Jobs is a special part of LinkedIn. If you've got a business out there and you need some great people, there are a lot of great people right now looking for work, and finding them is the tricky part. So with LinkedIn Jobs, you can find someone that has the skill set that you need. So how does it work? Well, it manages the job post in such a way that it's streamlined onto one simple screen that will identify the strongest candidates with an efficiency rating system. So you kind of feed in what you need, and it'll tell you what they've got. It's pretty much a no-brainer, and it's a way to save you a great deal of time. And now it was a very special offer for fans of the Bob and Tom Show. When your business is ready to make that next hire, find the right person with LinkedIn Jobs. You can pay what you want, get the first $50 off. Find out all the information by going to linkedin.com/Tom. That's linkedin.com/Tom. $50 off your first job post. Terms and conditions apply. Find one of those millions of people out there that's got the skill set that you need with linkedin.com/Tom. Coming up, flying through the air with a jetpack. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday. It's the 15th of October. I seemed confused earlier, but that's easy for me. I'm easily confused. But don't you be easily confused. You keep it tuned right here to Bob and Tom 24/7, and we'll have more fun and frivolity with the cast and crew coming up right after this. Next on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill musical and Tina, the Tina Turner musical, are among the 18 Broadway shows eligible to be nominated for Tony Awards. Those nominations will be announced in 26 categories today around noon on the Tony Awards YouTube channel. Broadway, of course, shut down March 12th because of the coronavirus pandemic, and the Tony Awards ceremony was delayed from its usual time in June. A rescheduled date for the Tonys has yet to be announced. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says the state plans to seek $20,000 in fines against the promoters of a July concert by the Chainsmokers that violated social distancing rules. Cuomo's office says promoter In the Know Experiences violated public health law at the concert in Southampton by holding a non-essential gathering and failing to require people to wear masks if they could not stay 6 feet apart. That concert drew 2,000 people, and crowds gathered as the show ended. And imagine going to your local supermarket and buying the same food that they serve to you on an airplane. Well, that's what's happening in Finland, where Finnair is trying to bring a taste of the skies to people's homes. The state-controlled carrier says the handmade meals will start showing up in stores today. The ready-made in-flight food includes meals like reindeer meatballs, Arctic char, and Japanese-style teriyaki beef. Finnair is offering its business-class meals to homes to keep its catering staff busy as air traffic stalls during the pandemic. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You can't play the drums like that just by sitting down at the drums. No, you can't.
Just having fun with the song, and here you come.
Is Bill Ritter the most underrated bassist in America, you think?
Certainly the most handsome.
Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah. You know, a cousin of John Ritter. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What happened to him?
Very dead.
Okay, sorry. Thanks for bringing that up.
Two's Company.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Pat
It's
Godwin,
a pretty
everyone.
boring
Pat Godwin.
sitcom. It's just two women living together. Every now and again, the landlord comes down and goes, well, everything looks okay here.
And they say, wait a minute, aren't you Barney Fife?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Morning sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Jeff Rothman, so you're in airplanes all the time.
You ever get the pilot who talks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks he's like a radio guy. He thinks, hey, everybody, is there your captain here in the cockpit? Like, where else is he going to be? In the bathroom? Of course he's in that cockpit. And they're always telling us how many feet we're going up. I never understood that. Why are they telling us how many feet we're flying up? Because I'm a passenger, and he's busy going on about, hey, we're going to be going to altitude.
919 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Well, we have rain that's moved in, and our temperatures are continuing to fall. We're at 54 degrees now. Look for a freeze warning tonight as we dip down to 32, and then sunny and 59 tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here with Ace, Chick, Josh. I'm Tom. That's Willie. There's Pat Godwin. The ladies of the house would include Jessica Alsman and Christy Lee. I'm trying to find out. Do you know the name? We were talking about these new rules for the several countries have signed about going to the moon.
Yeah.
But I saw somewhere that the one of the astronauts will definitely be a woman.
Yes.
I'm trying to find her name.
Josh.
Hey.
What's your problem, buddy?
I don't have a problem. I just think it's cute.
She's going there to make dinner.
I bet they deliberately don't pick a woman named Alice.
To the moon, Alice.
Yes, there you go. It's
1959.
I was thinking Brady Bunch.
I was thinking Brady Bunch.
It's a domestic violence joke.
Yeah.
And what could be funnier?
Boy, it is. Isn't it?
Okay, right now we have Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
On Wednesday afternoon, crew members on an airliner, stop me if you've heard this before, near LAX, spotted a person in a jetpack gliding at an altitude of 6,000 feet, a few miles northwest of the flight hub. It's the second time in 6 weeks that aviation professionals have observed someone in a jetpack flying near LAX.
And are they sure it's a legit
They're not sure of anything.
Dummy, or it's a drone with a dummy on it.
I feel like this could be some like some weird artist.
Artist,
right? Right. It's a drone, and he's trying to prove a point.
And it's that's.
But there was the thing last week or the week before. I think it was in Scotland, it was in the Lake District, I guess. Remember this? Did you see this guy? And he has this super light jetpack that'll fly for like 5 minutes, and he was going up around these cliffs, and they're going to use it for rescue. And that was really cool.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Iron Man. He's got
got things in his arm. Because these things go back to whatever the early 60s with one of the James Bond movies, but they seem to have gotten a lot closer to having them perfected. But obviously you don't want to be flying around in the airspace used by commercial aviation.
Well, of course not.
No, it's a problem.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. I think whoever it is, they'll come out and admit who they were if this is a person up there.
No, because then they'll go to jail, wouldn't they?
I think.
But it's like these guys that climb the buildings without a permit.
Right.
Oh, they're daredevils. They like the attention.
Maybe it's Tom Cruise.
Maybe.
He's got the balls to do it.
I mean, who has the balls and who has the money? It's like Tom Cruise, Elon Musk.
Yeah, maybe it's Elon Musk.
I don't think Elon Musk is that foolish.
He would certainly hire somebody to.
You think that'd be fun, man?
What I'd like to see Sully land the plane after that guy goes through the engine.
It's going to be a tougher landing than a goose. Or whatever.
Hey, we've only got the one engine. We're putting her down in the bay.
Boy, that's Sully. What a terrible pilot.
Oh my God!
Oh no, really?
You've heard I've always contended a good pilot would have missed the birds in the first place.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you just steer around them.
Yeah, you get birds in the air. That's like a sand trap at a golf course. It's part of it.
Oh, Jesus!
You expect the birds.
You got a steering wheel there, pal.
Speaking of
we got to play our little tribute here.
Steering wheel on the airplane.
The jetpack, I think for many people, the jetpack became most famous in a James Bond film. Which one was
that?
Was that Thunderball, maybe.
It was Thunderpussy. that's not the name of it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
There was Octopussy. There was Thunderball. There wasn't Thunderpussy.
Right. There is.
That sounds like a Vegas review. Very unfortunate. A lot of flatulence. The old CF. Here's
man.
Tim Wilson. Where is my jetpack? Last one's it's a psychological thing. You think you hear that word, it's not there. He's saying the word Fred.
Mm-hmm. Sure he is.
Jetpacks in the news. It'll be interesting to see if this person outs themselves
or gets gone
or gets hit by an airplane.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's hope not.
That'd be a bad way.
Come on, he's being foolish.
He is.
He's putting
what would
people's
come out
lives.
the other end of a jet?
Parts? Are you talking about if he gets sucked in?
Yeah, didn't a guy go through an engine and live a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was on the runway.
Yeah, that's true.
He fell into it. Yep.
That wouldn't happen with a propeller.
No. We've all seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah. That turns you into a Vitamix.
It sure does.
Got the good blender. Speaking of appliances, we did post a photograph. I didn't take this picture for any. I was ironing outside in my driveway over the weekend.
Weirdo.
And my girls were out of town.
So you sent that to the girls and said, "Look what I'm doing while you're gone." Woohoo!
Well, they called on the phone, and we were talking. And Kelly said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm out in the driveway ironing." And she thought I was insane, so I took a photograph of the ironing board and the extension cord. I have a very small laundry room where my washer, and it's just, I don't want to be in there cramped up.
Sure.
Went outside.
Beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day. Check local listings. And,
Not very many of them left.
yeah. Pat, what are you doing over there?
I got something for you. Sunshine's here again today, so I'm outside ironing. The neighbors all are whispering, no, I'm not retiring. I've washed my jeans 100 times. They're still stiff and itchy. My girlfriend wasn't out of town. She'd be mad and bitchy. These jeans are way too light. I'll dye 'em. How much should I starch? Might fry 'em. I try and run everyone's life, but you know I can't run mine. Ironing outside.
All right. Oh, a nice tribute to Jonathan Edwards.
Yes.
That's very funny, Pat. And
thank you very
all
much.
of it's true. I also bought some blue jean dye.
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't get you. You're my damn dad.
It's a circle. It's like a circle.
So you wash them until they are not dyed anymore, then you dye them again?
No, I wash them until they're soft.
And then you dye them again.
Well, some of them, yeah. You can buy blue jean dye. It's the RIT, I believe, is the company.
Oh, my Lord.
I was in the theater. I know Rit. My mother used it many times.
Curiouser and curious.
You are so weird.
Wait a minute. Let's hear the resigned exasperation of Josh Arnold after what Tom has just told you.
What did he just tell us?
He after he washes his jeans to fade them out, he dyes them with blue.
Does he?
No. Sometimes the really old ones, I've said this before.
Sure,
you know what? You ever loan your car to somebody and they move the seat?
Yes.
I hate that.
Well, that's terrible.
But you get a nice pair of shoes that you've had for
somebody else
5-6 years. And,
Is there some psychiatrist out here that listens that can diagnose you with something?
You know there.
Josh and I agree. If I find Chick got me a nice pair of shoes.
A long time ago.
What are those called?
Nikes.
The Allbirds. Yeah, they're made of wool. I'm going to go buy 3 pairs of identical shoes because they're the best.
Well, that kind of sort of makes sense. I mean, given the other evidence, that really makes sense.
You get a shirt you like, you buy 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I've got 6 of these exactly like.
Oh, yeah.
We know.
So anyway, you ever dyed a pair of jeans, Christy?
No.
Okay.
I like my jeans however they come. I don't care.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Come as you are.
Nice.
Yes.
Not me.
I wash them. There are some people who don't wash their jeans more than once or twice a year. You realize that, right?
I read about that. That's insane. They're the ones that you put them in the freezer to kill the bacteria.
Some people put them in the freezer, yeah.
They pay $600 for them. And
the CEO of Levi's said you should not wash your jeans.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll fire him.
Yeah, he gets a new pair every day. Yeah. What the hell?
Okay, Christy, I'm
Fire
sorry.
him, he said.
I'm looking at a picture of this kid that was driving the school bus, flipping off the cop.
Yeah, good young man.
He's an idiot.
He doesn't look.
He's going to end up. This kid will end up in prison for sure.
We don't know that. Maybe he got all of his sods.
But there is a bumper sticker on the back of the bus that says "Caution, student school bus driver."
They got to cut costs.
Wow. So,
I wonder what it's going to be like when Willie comes to visit you in about 15, 20 years.
At the home?
At the home. Pop, how's it going, Pop? They won't wash. They only wash my jeans 12 times.
Can you take these jeans home and dye them for me?
You just have a little microphone set up talking to no one. What's in the news, Christy?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, this week there's all crazy stuff happening.
He does all the voices by himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chick, what's going on in sports?
I'm grumpy. I don't want to talk to you.
Getting in fake fights with Dean in the hallway of the senior center. Could be fun.
Could you get me Jonathan Edwards sit around the shanty?
Nurse. I do weather on the 10s. Come back.
I'll do the Freddy.
Too bad Godwin's
You know what? We laughed, but it's
if you were listening 3 hours ago.
Wait a minute, I died in this little play.
Wait a minute, we got an email.
You died in this little play.
Dear idiots, you were all ridiculing Tom for ironing jeans. I wanted to let you know that he's not alone. I also iron my jeans. ... Just kidding. I'm pretty sure that ironing your jeans is an indicator of a psychopath. Someone call the authorities and report Tom.
I was going to say, it's nice that they let this guy write letters from the psychiatric hospital.
Oh, and this guy, he brings up a good point. At what point do we stop laughing and start to be concerned?
Maybe help?
And help Tom.
Well, that's the whole issue with this. Isn't it?
I mean, if you were to go to my house right now,
I don't.
we don't want to go
there are two
there.
pairs of jeans in the washing machine. I'll go home.
We do believe you, yeah.
Well, what about the other 4? Were they okay? You said you bought 6.
That's the next round.
I like to kind of have 3 of them that rotate.
All right.
I feel like you're going up this hill of being eccentric, and just one day you're just going to go all the way down and roll into Crazy Town.
Yeah.
Mayor of Crazy Town, Tom Griswold, running around ironing his jeans.
Ever talk to anybody, seriously?
I don't have that kind of cash. I'm pissing it
Because
away.
you're buying jeans. New washing machines.
There's no way he could keep a therapist for more than one session, half a session.
Oh.
Well, another one of my therapists committed suicide.
You would lead the therapy.
Here we go. Dear Bob and Tom,
self-centered.
here we go. I got a letter. Dear Bob. We were forced to dye our jeans at work at the Outback Steakhouse.
What?
Well, they have stringent rules there.
There you go.
Were they wearing black denim? Because that can fade.
I don't know.
Really quick.
All the blokes and Sheilas over there.
If someone has any
bloomin'
great tips
onion.
on how, it's to me, it's about comfort, not color. If you have
Yeah.
any tips, I've quite literally washed these jeans.
But you won't wear sweatpants because they're not comfortable.
Sweatpants make a statement.
Yeah, comfort.
No, they shout out failure.
You like a room, though.
I don't like failure.
Some could say there are some. Never mind.
I, too, don't care for sweatpants.
What do you lounge around in at home?
His underwear, his boxers.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really quite the show over there at Josh.
You don't have pajama pants or?
I do, but I don't. I'd rather just be in my boxers.
What kind of
Aren't you
underwear?
chilly?
Boxers?
Yeah.
Not boxer briefs, straight boxers?
Yeah, straight boxers, yeah.
Button in the
Anything
front,
exotic?
stripe, the whole thing?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
stripes.
no
or
button in the front, typically.
Stripes or birds or snack
stripes, yeah.
snack treats.
My son
Don't
Charlie.
you get chilly?
Charlie wears sweatpants all the time and loses his wallet every week.
Yeah, they've got to be
Well,
just flopping
I
around.
had to send him a picture of his driver's license 2 days ago.
I just mean, do you keep it on your phone now just in case?
He's got a file. He's got the Charlie file.
You think I'm joking?
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. Why do you have his driver's license?
I have a photograph of it because he gets he wears sweatpants and loses his wallet
So
constantly.
that's why you don't like sweatpants. It's not the fact that they're
No,
comfortable.
no. I've never liked them.
Well, I don't wear sweatpants out of the house usually. You just wear
I
them
don't
at
own
home
a pair.
to be
I haven't owned a
comfortable.
pair in 40 years. Same thing for sweaters. Hate
Care less.
I love a good sweater.
No, hate them.
You also hate laptops. Remember that fight?
I do. Can't stand them.
Can't stand them.
Took your big computer out of
Like a nice mouse.
You can get a mouse
Yeah.
for a laptop.
can.
No,
Yep.
the keyboard's too small.
You can get a keyboard for a laptop.
Keyboard.
You can get a keyboard too.
Yeah,
You
sure.
Get
it
your
is,
head
yeah.
facing down.
Oh yeah, I know. It bends your
Yeah,
neck.
certainly, yeah.
I spent 20 minutes yesterday trying to figure out the difference between the new iPhone, and I've got to get someone on the phone to tell me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's
Yeah.
very confusing.
Bigger and better camera. There.
Okay, but
Why do you need a bigger and better one? What's wrong with the one you have?
He has said, "Oh, I'm going to get this new one. It's a better camera." Every iPhone model that's come out,
Good
he
point.
said that.
it's a better camera. You got to take pictures of the girls.
What do you do with all of them? Make nice scrapbooks, photo albums,
Yeah,
put
sure.
pictures up.
All the ones that are of me and my siblings are all at my place.
They're
There's a little
three,
storage
Well, I'm
closet.
uncomfortable. Anybody else?
three digital. Christy, guess how many pictures I have on my phone?
Half the cloud.
Not just your cloud. Everyone's cloud.
The answer is 35,621.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you would never look at all those, ever.
I'll look at them. What do you want to see?
Find me a picture
Can
from
you
5 years
imagine?
ago.
We doing that?
Don't you love that thing in your
Jeez, do
phone?
you
Does your phone have
file
the thing
them?
where it surprises you every day with a picture from several years ago?
Yeah,
On this date,
well,
5 years ago?
yeah.
I love that.
I love that. Reminds me when I had a girlfriend and I was happy.
Yeah, I love that too.
Or
Reminds me of my
remind you of
ex-wife.
people you don't want to be reminded of. Yeah.
When I was happy.
Sorry.
I'll get you.
2,338.
That's how many photos you have?
That's how many
That's a
photos
lot.
I have.
What do you got, Josh?
It's not 35.
I have. Oh my gosh!
How many pictures you got on there, Josh?
I have 1,015. I had no idea.
How many of them are your male member?
982.
I have 12,816 pictures. What am I saying?
Well.
I took a video of my bluebirds in the
Of your
bird
what?
bath
Your
yesterday.
what?
The bluebirds.
Oh, I thought you said boobs. my
bluebirds. You call your boobs bluebirds?
That's really nice.
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder.
How'd you get it on your shoulder?
I need my boulder. Hold it behind me.
That must be stretched
Nice
out.
little bluebirds swimming.
Chick, you know how many pictures I have on my phone?
Go.
Look at this, 69,420.
Yeah.
Keeping with the theme. I like it.
All right. Well, what do we have coming up next, Christy?
I don't have any idea. Oh, we have today in history. We haven't gone to our lightsaber story.
Yeah.
And we also, for Jessica, she loves lightsabers. And then we have airline food you can buy in the store, believe it or
And
not.
there's Charlie's driver's license. Thank you very much.
Those cameras work.
Okay. That freeze frame. All that is coming up. We also have. We may have to save the Genghis Khan story.
Yeah, because you never gave it to me, so we're going to have to.
Okay. And I do want to play a little request for Josh. Pat did a very nice knockoff, if not a tribute, to Jonathan Edwards. Willie, have you ever heard this tune?
Gonna sit down in the kitchen and fix me something good to eat.
No. Listen.
Make my head a little high, make the whole day complete. 'Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
I like that.
That's a good tune.
Great harmonica, just a joyful, wonderful song.
Pass it to me, baby. Pass it to me slow.
Is that part of the song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like
Did
that.
they ever do, back in the days of the K-Tel, did they ever do Marijuana's Greatest Hits?
No.
Someone has to.
It wasn't so, accepted.
Okay.
That jazz lettuce will make you insane.
Yeah, remember?
that?
You get Dote Bogart that joint.
The old
from the
Gateway
fraternity of
Drug.
man.
Puff the magic.
Pass the Dutchie.
Yeah.
We should make a little compilation, little mixtape, if you will.
Why don't you go do that?
Well, it'd be fun for Willie to see that the generation or two prior to him was embracing the weed.
Oh, what? I thought I discovered it.
Well, that's how Josh felt about masturbation. But you have perfected it.
Oh, I'm very good at it.
Okay, good. When we come back, it'll be a little history lesson for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Laugh your app off with the Bob and Tom app. It is free in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Once you download the app, you can listen to your local radio station. Tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Christy Lee, the first voice you hear in the morning. Oh, yeah. We'll be back with things we learned on today's Bob and Tom Show right after this. Stay tuned.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. Max Muncy's grand slam capped a record-setting 11-run first inning for the Dodgers. They coasted to a 15-3 rout of the Atlanta Braves and cut their National League Championship Series deficit 2-1. George Springer broke a tie with a 2-run homer. Jose Altuve also went deep and hit an RBI double, and Zach Greinke escaped a bases-loaded jam for the Astros, who beat Tampa Bay 4-3 to stay alive in the ALCS at 3-1. College football news, Alabama coach Nick Saban and athletic director Greg Byrne have tested positive for the virus 3 days before the SEC biggest regular season showdown. Both said their test Wednesday morning came back positive, but Saban said he didn't have any symptoms by late afternoon. And in the NFL, the New England Patriots activated quarterback Cam Newton from the COVID list. Newton expected to practice with the team this afternoon, which likely would lead to his starting Sunday against Denver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My buddy grew up near a pig farm. You know, it was basically what you described, because she said come spring, manure was so rich you could smell the blood in it. So she had, I swear to God, she kept the lights on 24/7 too. Man, I got a busy weekend coming up.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Hang on a minute.
I'm still.
You got to give us a second there.
Yes. Blood in the stool. Wasn't that one of your bands? A Mellencamp song?
That was an acoustic project we used to do.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She said, "You look handsome today, dear." He heard, "I just bought something really expensive." He said, "Are you having an affair?" She heard, "'Cause I am, and it's great." She said, "Do I look fat in these pants?" He heard, "Do you ever want to have sex again?" He said, "You look great in those pants." She heard, "I am totally trained." She said, "It was fun visiting your mother." He heard, "You owe me big time." He said, "I bought you something from Victoria's Secret." She heard, "And could you wear this bag over your head too?" She said, "Was it good for you?" He heard, "'Cause I hope someone had fun." She said, "We need to talk." He heard, "You need a lawyer." He said, "Would you mind squeezing the toothpaste from the bottom?" She heard, "Do you mind living with an anal retentive neurotic?" She said, "You were snoring again last night." He heard, "Do you have to breathe?" He said, "I'm thinking about buying a motorcycle." She heard, "I'm in the mood for a big fight." She said, "Would you go clothes shopping with me?" He heard, "Can I pull your fingernails out with pliers?" He said, "I thought our waitress was very nice." She heard, "I'll be thinking about her during sex." She said, "This commercial is so beautiful." He heard, "I'm getting my period." He said, "Let's try something new tonight." She heard, "Let's see if you're double jointed." She said, "Do you mind not watching football?" He heard, "Do you mind if I chop off your..."
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guess, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us now. Can I ask you something?
Yeah. 9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, that is correct. And Christy has an update in the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Our temperature continues to fall. Rain showers in the area will be down to 32 tonight. Freeze warning. And then sunshine 59 tomorrow, 54 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. We've got some TV show news coming up in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show with Ace, Josh, Chick, let's see, Willie, Patty G. This is Tom speaking. The ladies would include Jessica Alsman over there behind the glass and Christy Lee right next to me. Apparently some controversy about the jetpack in Los Angeles.
What about it?
Willie has someone contending it's from what now?
Oh, someone on Twitter said that jetpacks became popular not because of James Bond, but because of a movie called The Rocketeer.
Rocketeer, good movie, but no.
No, James Bond.
The Rocketeer.
Thunderball.
Because it was so popular. The Rocketeer was on everyone's.
If you do watch Thunderball, which has great underwater diving sequences, the scene in which James Bond is escaping in the jetpack is so clearly fake. I mean, there's a real jetpack thing, but when they have Sean Connery doing it, you can pretty much see the gaff guys at the side of the thing going, "Okay, turn the fan on. Don't knock off the toupee, Sean. Let's go."
We have to do this story because Jessica's here today. Engineers have constructed a retractable plasma lightsaber. I'm not joking.
Have you seen this?
The hacksmith's lightsaber comes dangerously close to the fictional weaponry used by Jedi Knights in the Star Wars films, burning at 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. James Hobson and his team worked on the lightsaber for 4 years with several previous iterations that brought them closer to their latest version. In a video about the device, Hobson explains that by being able to develop a way to control the flow of plasma, they were able to make it retract, change colors, and cut through titanium.
So it's not a lightsaber.
Like a real lightsaber.
No, it's not. It's a plasma saber.
But it makes light.
Does nothing please you?
Not in this case. You didn't make a lightsaber, fellas.
Lightsabers
change the color?
Well, lightsabers don't change colors. They just come in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
This thing is so cool looking, and these guys are such incredible scientists.
Yeah,
and
they did a good
engineers.
job making a plasma saber.
I hope they They could slice your hand off.
Sure, plasma gets hot. Yeah.
Also,
he does have a point.
A real Jedi would be able to disable this plasma saber easily because they have a series of mind tricks. They can do other things
They
like
can
that.
move the plasma somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2020. This is the year we deserve a lightsaber, okay?
Yeah, I know. I wish we had one.
Let it happen.
Instead, we have a plasma saber.
Retractable plasma saber.
What would you do with a lightsaber other than it accidentally turning on and cutting your ankle? What could you do with it?
It's a lot of these.
Whoops.
Check this out.
The reason a lightsaber could never exist is because the light would just keep going. It can't stop at a certain point. It would just keep going.
If Edison had felt that way, we wouldn't have the light bulb.
Well, if the light bulb
is contained.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Time now to
this one or the other one. Today in history. Here's Tom.
Okay, thank you very much. What do we got going in history, Jay?
I don't know. What do we got?
We got the birthday, of course, of Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
You're going with Friedrich, huh? All right.
Yeah, and he's, of course, the grandfather of the great Ray Nitschke.
Yep.
From the NFL.
66, the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Now we also, it's also the birthday of the late Mario Puzo. Author of The Godfather.
Of course, Puzo's Italian for never mind.
One of my favorite comedians, Larry Miller, born on this date in 1953.
Boy, one of my all-time favorites.
Great comedian.
Reggie Miller's brother?
Larry Miller, the crowd.
Maybe you
That'd
adopted.
be a stretch.
What would happen if you had one of those lightsaber things and a cat came by?
Well, the cat would be cut in half. It's too easy to...
That wouldn't end well.
Would
would it?
They're not safe. We shouldn't have them.
It would be twained.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. On this date in 1860, 11-year-old Grace Beadle
Who the hell's that?
Wrote to Abraham Lincoln asking him what, Christy?
What? I wasn't paying attention.
What his beard feels like or something?
1860, 11-year-old Grace. This is famous.
Stop parking outside our house.
Do you like my mommy?
Hey, you
She
work
asked
too hard.
Mr.
How about you go to
Lincoln
the
to grow a
theater?
beard.
Grow
It's
a
thing.
beard.
Didn't you have that in
Okay,
school?
that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay, anything for you.
I was learning about Thunder Pussy as a drag queen in UK. We were talking about that earlier.
Thunderball. The movie. There's a movie called Octopussy
Yes.
and a movie called Thunderball.
Yes.
Thunder Pussy is not a movie.
She's a
It's a
dra-
hell of an act.
Isn't it the time right for a double feature of Thunder Pussy? Isn't it right?
It's a fact. It's just a website.
All right. Okay. Time to go. We need to review what we've learned.
Things we learned brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
A lot of shout-outs going out there, especially to people who are so vital right now, the first responders and all the great people out there working with all the stuff going on, and we certainly salute them. This morning, however, I saluted perhaps a lesser bunch of folks, and those are the people that have to name the various colors of white paint. I'm doing some painting in my house, and you walk into the store, and there are hundreds, apparently, variations on white. And someone has to name all those, and I think it's a tough task.
Gig, yeah.
Very tough task. And we learned, and I'm asking which ones were, if they were politically corrected out of business. Because there's some probably unfortunate names from the past, the way there are unfortunate products.
Sure.
There used to be a very commonly available product called cheese nips. No longer available.
Okay.
Absolute fact.
That is fact.
Look it up.
What else can't we say anymore?
Well, there used to be a crayon. Never mind.
Yeah.
There's no point in talk. You do. Apparently, I can't even look at something with.
Turning my own mic off.
Let's see. The Tesla has now been repriced. This sounds like a joke. It's not. $69,420. That Elon Musk is a funny guy. Josh has said he would like to eat a penguin.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Deep fried?
No,
Chili
raw.
Willy?
Pick it up.
Not
Right.
the
out of its
This
face.
isn't the movie The Freshman.
not the beak though, right?
No, you spit the beak out.
Yeah.
All right.
Just the breast.
Penguin breast.
I don't know if Josh created this word, but I like it very much. Someone made a pumpkin to look like Gardner Minshew, but they stacked them up, and you referred to this as
snowmanning. They snowmanning.
That's a great new word.
Thank you very much, and you're welcome, world.
I appreciate that. Snowmanning the pumpkins, and Christy said that this is a common thing now. You stack your pumpkin.
Yeah, haven't seen that?
No.
I've seen it a lot this year. Yeah.
Stack your pumpkin, you know what I mean?
Baby.
Willie Griswold enlightened all of us. I had no idea they make something called ranch powder.
Ranch seasoning.
Seasoning.
It's a seasoning in powder form that tastes like ranch dressing.
Yep, really fat guy. Fat guy over here.
No, I think it sounds delicious.
You are not. Stop it.
When I party, I snort it.
That would be very...
Oh, boy. Yeah,
there is a mask made by the Spam people that smells like bacon.
That's right.
So I made the remark now, Josh, it smells like your breath at all times. That did not go very well.
He's almost wistful.
I've been ironing my jeans over the weekend outside, among other things.
Cuckoo.
And Willie rented a scooter after drinking a few beers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.